now. So,
Okay.
this should work out well. At least I hope it does.
Cool.
Welcome to session 3.
Thank you.
So as a refresher for last time, you guys have officially reached Khazad-dûm, also known as Moria. You have all met with the King Belegar. He has informed you that he will accept your services that have been offered. A month has since passed since that day. All of you have been doing different things with different aims and goals, all met with a modicum of success or amazing success, depending on your personal preferences. You have now come to a night before a particular festival for the dwarves, where there is a massive feast. Everyone is gathered, lords, ladies, as far as dwarven ladies go.
Todd, it's all you, man.
As well as heads
Indeed,
of guilds and traders and anyone who's in a higher echelon of class is here at this feast. You and your party are, of course, honored guests.
So
Thank
cue
you
the
for moving that back there.
racist dwarf costume.
At the feast, Belgar is praising everything and happy that the festival is going off to a wonderful start as they celebrate, and he looks at all of you and thanks you for coming and enjoy the feast. And that he tells you all that afterwards he has a mission for you.
A mission more than the mission we've already got, eh? Some
This
would
is more or
call it
less the mission. This is more or less like him having thought upon your availability. He now has an actual task for you to complete versus eating and drinking all of his food and wine.
So how many? Is the picture accurate of what we're seeing? Kind of is like
Yes,
what's going on.
as far as the size and the scale, the picture is fairly accurate. Like even all the way further back, there are dozens, if not hundreds, of dwarves of noble stature or tradesmen, craftsmen, the best of the best that Khazad-dûm has to offer.
I'd like to go up to whoever's playing the music.
Oh,
There are a
no.
few people. In fact, you recognize one of them.
Ah,
Oh no.
I didn't know that you played for the king. I thought you were simply just a minor.
Well, this festival right now is actually meant to showcase certain talents, people who have skills or certain skill sets come here to show and prove their abilities so that hopefully they can find patrons in whatever art or craft that they so choose.
Hmm. And did you find any others akin to you?
Indeed, I have. In fact, many of them are not here, unfortunately. They are in different areas of the hold. But when I see you next, I will have them here for you to gauge and take scope of.
I'm gonna put my arm on him. I'm gonna be cheerful and happy, and I'm gonna say, "Well, then let me join you." And I'm gonna take out my lute, and I'm gonna start playing also.
Okay. Do you want to roll performance or anything here, or?
I have no real objective in playing. I'm just happy to be doing it.
Okay. Well, regardless, give me a performance check for shits and giggles.
Sure.
Oh. All right. As you begin to strum up and play along with Skull and the other bards in the area, as soon as you begin to start your symphony of song, nobles, ladies, men, kids, everyone begins to turn and stare at you at the sheer perplexity, complexity, and just superior dexterity of your fingering, to the point where almost all conversation stops and everyone just listens to you.
I'm going to stop. And then I'm gonna say, "This is awkward. Everyone should be married."
That snaps the spell. Everyone starts laughing. King Belegar snorts out ale from his nose as he was drinking. Gives a hearty laugh that echoes through the hall. The other bards start to strum up again, and then I assume at this point you just start just basic playing, not to like
Yeah. I'm
get
just gonna,
attention, just
let's
basic following along with the song that's already being played.
try and work it. We'll try and. Yeah, we've already shown up Skull today. We don't need to keep showing him up. He doesn't need to know what's going on with me. So I'm just gonna try and play off of him, rip off of him a little bit.
Well, there was a reason for that, which will have repercussions later on.
Oh, great.
Okay, what else are all of you doing?
I'm just like talking with some of the merchants and stuff that I've been discussing terms with, and just kind of talking, shooting the shit with them. I'm not doing anything crazy.
Okay, Sornume, do you have any aim here?
I'm.
And what are you saying to those merchants, mind you, Tom?
Yes. Because I know what you're saying, but they don't.
In this
they don't.
role-playing themed game, what are you saying to these people?
Can you hear them though? You're up. You're up playing with the band. How would you hear
You
him?
are role-playing as one, so maybe you better start acting like it, eh?
Oh, balls, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find some of their fucking names, because I think... Didn't you send me some, Nathan?
Send you some. Wait, sorry, what was that?
Did you send me a couple of names about some of the people I was doing my
No.
business with? Oh, you
No,
never
I
did?
did.
Okay. I'm
No, I did.
scrolling through your
Might
fucking
wanna-
Because
messages.
I was giving. I said what you should do, and then you're like, yeah, I should do that. But then you never said, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
And
Oh, I never
proceeded
did?
to never do it.
No, yeah. So this is me giving you an opportunity, as well as everyone else here,
Okay,
to
alright.
perhaps take a chance and rehash some goals or aims or needs.
Okay. Alright, well then I talk to some of the merchants, and
And
discuss...
what do they look like? Tell me about these merchants, Nate.
Yeah, tell me about the merchants, Dungeon Master.
Are you talking about? All right.
I was
so,
really persnickety. All right.
Yeah, I guess who's not getting anything now?
I'm trying to help. I'm facilitating roleplay. You continue.
So, the merchants that you're talking to, Todd, are lavish dwarves, all of which have long beards gilded with golden ornate braids, many of which are tasting different ales and wines, comparing, contrasting, like your typical snooty wine sommelier, who I know I just butchered that pronunciation.
No, that sounded good.
It was pretty cool. I think it's sommelier or something like that, but it's...
I mean, that
it's
sounded really good to me.
Yeah,
No,
it
fair
was...
enough.
If anything, it was really close, because I'm not 100% certain if I got it right either.
So, one of them recognizes you as one of literally only 4 men in this entire hall, and goes, "Are you the one who was asking about about wine and ales and breweries?"
Ah, yes. I have always had a very, very strong interest in the creation of such fascinating beverages.
Well, laddie, you're come to the right place. Do you like ale? Do you like wine? Spirits? Brandy? What tickles your fancy?
I'd say I'm more along the lines of a brandy fellow.
Brandy, he says. Turns over to one of the other dwarves. Says, "Hey, hand me that." He gets handed a flask, and he goes, "Try this on for size," and he throws it at you.
Alright, I drink it.
Okay. Is the...
Make a constitution check.
Yes, actually. Yes,
Okay.
actually, make a constitution saving throw.
Oh, Christ.
No. Alright, so to put this in perspective, you guys have seen Avengers, right? When Thor drinks the shit.
Oh, God.
You'll be okay. You'll be okay. As the brandy hits your tongue, you are immediately spirited away in your mind to a land that you have no actual understanding of, where you are essentially floating on clouds to the sound of waves. This brandy
I'm dead.
is amazing. No, you're not dead. You're in heaven, you stupid shit, in a metaphorical way.
So he thinks he's dead.
This brandy is so good. You immediately try to go for another drink, and the dwarf goes, "Whoa, easy, laddie. One'll do you for a bit." And he takes it back from you.
What happens if he chugs it?
Probably alcohol poisoning.
I am not.
Chug,
I'm
chug,
trying to
chug,
do
chug.
business, and I know don't get smashed at the business meeting.
I mean, this is dwarf business, man.
I was gonna say that doesn't sound
what
like
is
that doesn't
that
sound right for this area.
What are you businessing over there? I'd like to.
Give me a perception check here, Clayton.
Perception. All right. Well,
So
that's
aren't you up in the band right now?
Oh, I certainly am. Oh, yeah, boy.
Oh God, you are not hearing shit besides your own beautiful
You
tones.
just know that he is talking to
Ooh.
brewers due to your previous conversations with other
Mhm.
people around, and that he is tasting some of the drinks in which they've been giving to him.
Ha ha ha, Skull, look at that piece of shit.
Man, he really can't hold his liquor, can he, mate?
Oh, no, he'll be a dead man tomorrow.
The Skull just laughs and starts nudging the other bards around and points at Benil here.
Ah, son of a bitch.
You don't
So-
know.
Right down my
But
reputation.
Neil, you're in a conversation. Get the fuck out of here.
Alright. So, at this point, the dwarf merchant in front of you introduces himself. He goes, Hi, lad. My name is Grumgi,
Groom.
and I am the head
Grumgi.
of the Brewers Guild here. What the hell? Oh, is the...
It's like
I
suddenly it went silent.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
got you.
Appreciate you.
Just in case you care out of game for a second, if you ever want these to repeat, you just have to hit the little cycle button next to them in the audio
loop,
thing,
the loop
Ah,
button.
beautiful. Thank you.
and then it'll repeat. Yep.
Ah, beautiful. Appreciate you. Anyway, back to it. My name's Grumgi, laddie. I'm in charge of the breweries in this area. And I'm
You
always
do a
looking...
phenomenal job.
I know.
I think I died for a second.
Oh, you probably did. I saw your eyes roll in the back of your head. You were either having an existential crisis or an orgasm. I'm not quite sure which.
Yes.
There's a difference.
Sordume, are you also there, sir?
Is everyone witnessing me piss myself?
Essentially, yes.
I'm playing music. I don't know what Bryce is doing.
I was gonna talk to the king, but I don't think that's a good idea anymore.
Oh, it's the best idea.
I don't know.
So back to it. Grumgi says he's always looking to expand his enterprises or start new ones. He has enough money, I have enough money, laddie, to last me until I'm dead 5 times over, and still have enough to buy probably this entire place.
Jesus Christ.
So I'm always looking.
Himself. Jesus.
Essentially, I am the richest person here because everyone, and I mean everyone, wants ale.
Yes,
And then some of the other guild masters around him, be they craftsmen, armorers, blacksmiths, jewelers, they all look at him and scoff because they as well have more money than God.
Well,
At this point,
I have an excellent idea, actually.
lay it on me, lad, as he takes another swig.
What if you could expand your distribution to all of Middle-earth?
Well, I've been looking forward to that, but for the elves aren't really much of drinkers. They think it's vile and ill-equipped except for their fancy-dancy wines.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that one.
And as I just witnessed from you, men just can't stomach the stuff.
But you know what? We will not back down. We will drink until either we die or we get a tolerance.
Interesting.
It's usually the
I'm gonna
former.
put that to the test, and he gives you the flask again. Give me a
Yes.
Constitution saving throw.
Save it, you cheeky bastard.
That's pretty good.
Hey! This time, you take the swig and you have nothing more than what would be, to us, a tequila cough, where you shoot straight tequila and you're like, oh!
Oh, yes, very familiar.
And he goes, well, maybe you are building a tolerance after all.
And
Well,
you
here's-
could bring this to the lands of men, and I know just the place to start.
And where might that be, laddie?
Dol Amroth, a port city that can expand your business to the entire coastal region and everything within.
I am aware of Dol Amroth, however,
Or-
here, pray tell, how am I to get my shipment to the sea? I would need a place of safe passage with a harbor at the very least.
Oh, we can absolutely get that arranged at the city. I know quite a few people who will be able to get something like that arranged. As for transportation, I'm sure we'd be able to figure something else out if we are able to talk a little bit more.
Indeed. Well, we can definitely make that work, perhaps. I have a question for you, however. Have you ever thought about becoming a brewer yourself, not just a distributioner? I feel that different people have different tastes. The more the more people have, or the more people we have to create these brews, the more varying tastes and different spirits we have. As much as I enjoy expanding my enterprise, would look more forward to expanding the different variety more than just distribution.
Yes, I mean, that sounds like something I'm very interested in.
How interested are you?
Oh, quite a bit.
I'll tell you what, I have an idea here. I'm gonna think on it. And when I see you again, laddie, as I'm sure I will, especially if you stay in good company of the king over there, then I will perhaps have a proposal for you at a later date.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Perfect. He cheers the flask, takes a swig, and gives you the rest of it, which is about half full.
Oh, thank God. Yes. Let me add that to my inventory. Full flask of brandy.
Okay. By the way, this brandy, upon drinking it, gives you +2 strength, -2 wisdom.
Oh, hell yeah!
For 20
As
minutes.
all good brandy should.
Got any of that in real life?
Sornume.
Flask.
Sornume, what are you up to?
Brandy.
Well, I spent the last month visiting and all the locals and learning the city. So I'm just gonna keep talking to and just kind of visiting with everybody.
Any particular people you want to talk to, or any goals, aims? Or no?
Would I? Let's see.
Literally, anyone
no,
who's in an upper crust is at this feast right now.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of hierarchy and who would know what I'm trying to think of.
Why don't you roll history and
Yes!
Yeah, I could do that.
attempt to learn things?
If I can find it on here.
Just hit the history button.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's what I gotta find. Ooh.
Under deception, above insight.
Yeah, this is not gonna end well.
You never know. Okay, what are you trying to know?
In fact, you're right.
Depends on what he's trying to know, I guess. I need to...
Very true.
Who I would need to speak to just learn the situations for the dwarves. Like,
Well, the king sounds like a good place for that.
Well, yeah, I figured he wouldn't be, available to talk during the party. Really.
Oh no, he does whatever he wants whenever he wants.
Yeah, no, but he probably wouldn't want to talk more business-wise during the party.
It's only one way to find out, isn't there, in this wonderful game of role-playing?
Indeed.
I see what you did there, and I appreciate you.
Talk to him, you son of a bitch.
I go find the king. And wait, first I grab a thing, cup of ale.
A flagon of ale? You
flag of ale
for 2 people?
Yeah, one for me, one for the king.
Ah, okay.
Gotta bring a gift for the king.
Alright, okay. Two goblets of ale.
Goblets. Right. I wasn't sure what kind of cups they were using. So.
I mean, they use whatever the fuck they want.
That's what I mean. It's like...
I'd like to find a skull of my enemy's worth of ale.
That is probably a thing somewhere.
No, maybe if we get to Mordor.
As you approach the king, he goes, "Hi, elf lad. How..."
You broke up there.
As you approach King Belagar, he goes, "Hi, lad, elf. How are ya?"
I go to hand to the king one of the goblets and was like, "I'm doing well."
Grabs it from you, takes a swig.
I'm doing well. How are you doing this fine night?
Good taste. Well, I'm doing about as well as can be.
I was hoping to speak to you on the just how the situation is for the dwarven people right now.
In what way? We talking economic? Are we talking political? Or are we talking? What are we talking here, elf?
Politically and war-wise between the dwarves themselves and the other races, the other kingdoms, I guess you could call them. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if you'd call them kingdoms or races or whatever.
Yeah, because, alright. Belagar looks at you. He goes, "You of all people should know that elf dwarves aren't on such great terms overall, regardless of our kingdom versus any others. We get along all right with Imladris over there, but for the most part, Lorien and the Mirkwood elves just want nothing to do with us, and frankly, we don't need them for anything either. As when it comes to the men, however, we have good relations with Arnor as well as Gondor, and even Rohan to some extent whenever they need ore and iron for their shoddy craftsmanship. But, I mean, you can't beat dwarven craftsmanship, can you, lad? And he toasts and he takes a swig out of the fucking goblet.
Not from what I've seen. So,
Well, at least you're not blind. And he takes another drink.
if I drink that, I might be.
I'd like to perception or something to see if there's any other talented musical folk here.
Roll me. Check some stats. Give me a. Investigation, would you?
I guess if that's the kind of pain you'd like to put me through.
Yes.
Ooh, with a -2, a 17.
Oh, and you did better than me.
Other than Skull, who is literally living up to his, as you are already aware, his potential, there's perhaps 2 or 3 other bards here who are not spoken for, who are of relatively solid talent that could definitely be molded into masters of the craft.
And were these people watching me while I was performing? I mean,
Oh yes, yeah. Everyone in the damn hall was watching you while you were performing.
All right. I'd like to stop for a second playing and go up. And what are they playing? What instruments do they have?
There is a female dwarf who is playing a flute. That's the word. Playing a flute, and there is another dwarven man who is playing the drums.
And either seem better than the other in style or playing or whatever.
The female is very more somber, leaning towards more sad and emotional music. Whereas the drummer is upbeat, happiness.
What's the name?
Like, as a drum is, it is very hard to play a somber song on a drum.
And do they seem like they know each other, or are they completely...
They are next to each other. For what it's worth, as you kind of know, and I'll just rehash, pretty much all the bards of the area know each other, know of each other. It's just they are all trying to get higher up onto the higher up into the renown. They're trying to be known. So
yeah, sure.
Grow and all that stuff. Because there is no organized.
I'd like to approach them.
Okay.
Both of them.
Okay.
Wow.
You wave both of them together because they're kind of separate, but they both come to you. They both come to you.
You've got some incredible talent there.
The female looks down and blushes. The man nods his head and tips, would fake tips a helmet and thank you.
And where'd you learn to play?
Which one are you asking first? You just asked.
I mean, either.
Okay. The dwarf man says he learned from his father, who has long since passed, and this is his drum. He's like, I just picked it up from him and have just carried on the tradition of upbeat music and lightheartedness.
And invited to a party like this, you must be something special.
Well, I was actually here hoping to get patronage, to be honest with you. I have not been recognized by any nobles to be played, or to play with them in any particular setting. Nobles really don't look for drum upbeat. They want more calming and soothing music while they eat. I more or less play at taverns and inns where everyone wants happy jigs.
I tell you, man, I've traveled this entire land now, gone through many tavern of jig and noble party, and I can say there's something woefully problematic here. I believe that we, as artists, are underrepresented.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt. Meanwhile, all these other guilds and special interest groups have hierarchies and guild rates and everything, while us bards have to scrape by and haggle as if we were common farmers, as if our craft has no merit. And the female dwarf nods along somberly as well. She's very quiet and withdrawn.
Wouldn't you wish some sort of expectation, wish that you could find consistent work, right?
Is that a rhetorical question?
I've got a proposition for you. I'm looking for talented individuals, and I've seen nothing but beautiful talent here. Melancholy and upbeat, your styles may differ drastically, but your talent is obviously raw and untapped. I'd wish to be able to bring you to new heights and help us all find a little bit of betterment.
At this point, both of them have like a flash of realization upon their faces. And they go, "Are you the one who played with Skull? Because Skull has been running around."
Voice down, hold on. Now, yes, I'm the one that played with Skull, and I hope, of course, that we could get to play together sometime too.
Assuredly. Without a doubt, if what he has been saying is true, which he has said nothing, side note, he has said nothing that you have told him not to say.
Yes.
If what he has said is true, then we're in.
I'd-
Or at least I am.
I'm gonna pull out my sigil here.
Mm-hmm.
Show it to them, and I'm gonna say, have you seen this before?
Have you since given the other one to Skull?
I would imagine Skull has the other one. Yeah.
Okay. I believe is he wearing, or are you wearing it? Did you make it a brooch? I'm sorry, I just...
Yeah, no, let's just have it be something you can take out.
Okay.
Just a signet.
I have not seen that sigil then. No, I can't say that I have. Neither one, both of them, just the female nods along with them, saying that she in fact has not seen.
Then allow me to spin you a tale, and I'm going to start playing some music while I'm talking with them and telling them this kind of story of where I've come from, and not in super in depth and stuff
Just
like
a
that.
overarching tale.
Yeah, exactly. And the summation of which to be that I'm here to create a better place for all of us, these performers who seem to not be able to find home or food. And I would like to invite you to be some of the first. And yeah.
The male dwarf laughs a hearty laugh and he goes, "You don't have to ask me twice, I'm in." The female looks up enthusiastically, says for the first time, "Yes, please, I would love nothing more than to have a chance of success outside of bartering for my own well-being."
Then I will find a blacksmith tomorrow, and welcome to the Musicians Guild.
Okay. Both of them ask you, where do we go? Where do we meet? Who do?
Skull will be able to inform you on some of the finer points, but we'll make sure to get your sigil by tomorrow. And we're really just a new organization. We're just starting now. We hope to get some acclaim, and after we've done so, we can start pushing people out into this world.
Both of them just look giddy and with excitement. They go, "We're definitely we're in. We'll go talk to Skull right now." And they both shake your hand. The woman hugs you, and they run off to Skull.
All right, now I'm gonna go back to playing like a madman. Actually, I'll probably, because things are probably happening tomorrow, I'm gonna go try and find the blacksmith. And
Okay. Well, you are in a place of which there are blacksmiths.
I'd like to requisition some sigils and all that.
Same thing, same price as before.
Sounds good.
Actually, due to your performance, take off. I said it was 1 for 2.
You did.
2 for 50 silver.
Okay.
Cut the price in half.
Cool. And then
Due to your performance, the blacksmiths around you are like, "Wow, we'll happily do commission work for you."
and then I'll just kind of, make sure, go back to them and just as they're kind of talking to Skull, and just Skull here is the best mate I've ever seen. He's got incredible ability, and he's learning more and more every single day. Now, if you ever find any other musicians like yourselves, invite to have a home.
They both nod and somberly and say thank you so much. And they continue to talk with Skull and get the details.
Cool. Back to playing.
Beautiful. Okay, anyone else have anything else they want to do? I believe everything has been reached.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. So after the feast is winding down, most of the guests have left for the most part. It's now just pretty much you, the Rangers, Captain Burble, some higher up in the guild members, but most of them have been scattered throughout the feasting hall, and essentially now it is just you sitting with the king at his own lavish table with nothing but his most trusted advisors and guards around, and you as well. And as you all approach the table at varying degrees of time, the king goes, "Well, how did you enjoy the feast?"
It was most magnificent.
And as you approach him, he can smell the brandy on your breath.
I had a
Goes,
great
"Ah."
time.
You what?
I had a great time.
He goes, "I could smell it on your breath, lad. You definitely had a good time. And the fact you're still upright is, in fact, truly a miracle. I've not seen a man with that level of tolerance in many a moon."
I think I smell purple.
Belagar laughs a hearty laugh, drawing glances from across the feasting hall within earshot, but no one approaches.
Now, I've heard tales of dwarven revelry, but this, above and beyond. I've never had the chance to partake myself.
Honestly, lad, this is kind of on the lower end. We're usually much more bustly and brisk, and ale flows through these halls as if a river was flowing through it. However, there are certain issues at hand that has some of the higher-ups concerned. We've managed to keep most of it hush-hush. In fact, that is what I am here to talk to you about now that it is just us.
I'd like to insight to kind of get a read on his face,
Okay.
like his expression, or
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There you go.
You notice that where he was light and jovial, he still having like a mask of that, but anyone who can read a face or understands enunciation and pronunciation as well as just any basic common sense knows that he is in fact very concerned.
Where's this coming from, King Belgar? Where's this concern? I can see it all over your face.
Well, lad, there's been goblin incursions in a lot of our mines, specifically our main mithril vein, that we frankly can't afford to lose. It is literally worth 10 times its weight in gold. This is the only place since Numenor has fallen that we in fact can mine it and find it.
And you haven't any forces to dispatch?
We do, but the problem is we don't want to alert the public and the normal populace. The chaos in a dwarven hold is terrifying to uphold. I don't believe it would be terrible, no, but I also don't need to and want to assemble a massive strike force if it is not needed. I don't know exactly how many goblins and what they have. All I know is that our main mithril vein has since been compromised, and I want a small group of accomplished individuals, and he waves his hands across, pointing at all of you, encompassing all of you, to investigate and at the very least find out what is happening. I don't expect you to fight an army, lad. I'm not those crazy bastards over at Amonsul who sent you on this mission. But I do need intelligence, and I do need information. Should you feel that you can clear out the area, by all means, please do, and you will be well rewarded. However, I don't ask you to spend your lives. Just information.
My life is worth a lot, your lordship. I would ask, what would we get in return for this?
Well, should you find any mithril while you are down there, you are free to as much of it as you can carry. Bear in mind, however, you will have to mine it. It's not as if we have ingots just lying on the ground willy-nilly. However,
You don't
if you
smelt it immediately?
No, in fact, as he laughs sarcastically and looks at you. We have to refine it first, lad. Should you find nothing down there, however, I will let you choose from any number of items that you may wish. You need just ask, and if it is reasonable, it will be granted. No questions, no circumstances. Should what you ask be somewhat unreasonable, however, we can always find a compromise. But as for the fact of I do not know exactly what you will find down there, I cannot say what reward I will give you, because I want to give you a reward that is fitting of the deed of which you have committed.
In that case, there's 1,000 goblins in your...
What was that?
Maybe more!
I heard 1,000 goblins and you cut out.
Belagar laughs even harder than he did before, and he goes, I knew I picked you for a reason, lad.
A moment with my compatriots, then, please.
Of course. And Belagar goes to... He steps away from the table slightly and begins talking to his advisors. Do you guys want to include the Rangers and Burble in this discussion?
Yes.
Well, Burble, undoubtedly. I'd like Burble.
Okay.
I think we should have the Rangers
But,
too. I mean,
but not Ranger 1?
Ranger 1 is not a thing. Ranger 1 and Ranger 2 aren't a thing in this campaign. Yet. They bring them out of retirement.
Okay. Yeah,
I
I
think
mean, I
both-
have
As
no
the
problem.
gods that they were.
I'd like to, of course, I'll signal to Burble.
Okay. Burble, who is just drunker than shit at this point, just completely gone, stumbles over
Burble,
to
sit the fuck down. Alright, this is gonna be hard for you to understand, but I'm gonna need you to get it together, and I'm just gonna like squeeze his head so he can kind of focus on me.
It looks worse than me.
You crush his hat, and his eyes bulge out of his head, and he goes, "Aye, calm down, lad. I'm listening."
Alright, Burble, I'm gonna write this down, and I'm gonna tape it to you because you're going to forget.
What's tape?
Fuck, you're right.
Pin it to him. Just pin it to him.
Wax seal it to his shirt.
I'm gonna take out paper. Thanks.
Wax seal it to his forehead. Ooh.
And I'm gonna start.
He's not so drunk that he can't be, like, he won't comprehend, but definitely gonna need a refresher in the morning.
All right. Have any of you any history in mining?
Are the Rangers part of this?
I didn't signal the Rangers.
I said yes to the Rangers. I
Also,
waved them
Todd
over.
signaled
I'm
them.
over here
There we
packing
go.
them to
Yes.
Eladin and Carthian approach.
I
And,
need. Does anyone here? Anyone good at mining?
No.
I mean, good at mining how? You find the ore, you hit it with a pickaxe, it falls down, says Eladin. Like, shrugs.
I can guarantee there's 100 dwarves here who disagree with that methodology.
I mean, you're not wrong. I'm sure there's a more proper method. However, yes, I have mined certain ore. What is you Rangers need to look for ore in the field to repair?
You, demon, have you any experience?
No. I don't. I do my best to stay above ground.
It's fair. Listen, I'm reluctant to run into a goblin army for reward that is, air quotes, moves my hands, anything we can carry, especially if we can't mine it.
Well, what about you, Hallgrim? Have you ever mined before?
Hallgrim, silent as the grave, who hasn't said a single thing in this entire party, and is just
He's asleep.
Drink.
Slap him away.
No, he's not asleep.
Call his
Just-
friend to slap him away.
Simply shakes his head, going no. At this point, how loudly are you talking right now?
I mean, just a normal-ish kind
Okay.
of. I mean, a little hushed. I want to keep it. Like I said,
Okay.
I wanted to speak to
What-
them only specifically.
What
it's not
are
like
you?
super-
What are you looking for?
Are you like being clandestine with your face?
I mean,
Or are you you're being openly with expression? is
I'll
what
be
I'm
open
asking.
with my expressions. I've got nothing to hide.
Okay, cool. I need to make a roll.
Okay.
I need to make a roll. In fact, we're
For
just
the
gonna do this.
assassin in the room.
Well, it's a shame that one of you doesn't have your
Have what?
anti-assassin thing. Okay.
No, fine.
At this point, Skull comes running over, saying thank you for finding people, and that he has gotten them squared away and everything else. And he will
Beautiful,
pick up their
my lad.
sigils.
Beautiful, beautiful. Can I entrust that in my stead I might have to take a wee bit of a journey? you might be able to keep things running ship-shape here.
Of course, I'll keep them informed. I'll just keep practicing, and I'll keep looking for more people in my downtime.
Can I look around to see if anyone else is going to interrupt this conversation? Like, look around the room and see who else is fucking going to come up.
Sounds like
No
a
one else
perception
is-
roll to me.
Yeah.
What is it, investigation?
No,
Deep
No,
perception.
like
There's also-
finding things in the box.
There it is.
It's also the passive perception.
Okay, you notice that no one else is giving a shit.
Okay, excellent.
So Skull then says, "Alrighty then. In the meantime, still do have to continue my work.
If the goblins don't kill me, Skull, perhaps I'll be able to find us a building out of this deal.
Goblins?
I just dart eyes at Tom Bombit.
Goblins?" Skull goes. What are you talking about? Goblins?
I think
Oh,
he's
nothing
just
to
trying
worry about,
make up some
lad.
shit.
We're going east of the mountains. I hear there are goblins. As I said, I'm going on a journey.
Well, I mean, east of the mountains is the mines. That's where I go to work. What's the problem?
Out of the mountains, east of the mountains, Skull. Get your mind out of the weird, creepy apocalypse-themed gutter.
We're
Well,
going
alrighty then.
to the north of Rohan.
Oh, okay. Well, best of luck to you. In the meantime, would you like me to look for some ore while I'm working to maybe make these sigils cheaper?
Well, if you certainly can, Skull, you cheeky genius, I would love if you do that.
Well, a miner has his ways, and he walks away.
Is that
So
miner
anyway,
with an
none
E
of
or
you
miner
can
with
mine
an
is
O?
what I'm getting at here.
What's that? Sorry?
I turned to the group again. So anyway, none of you can mine. Getting at here.
Literally, Eladin and Carthian and Burble just go, "You just talked to a miner like 2 seconds ago."
You listen to me, Burble, and I lean in. Skull's not getting involved in this bullshit. Not here, not today, not ever. You forget you even saw that dwarf.
I mean, he doesn't have to know where we got it from and why.
Well, Burble just raises his hands and goes, "Look, you could have asked him what the proper mining procedure is, and this is all I'm saying." And he goes and he leans over to the giant hunk of turkey leg and starts gnawing on this fucking thing like it's the last meal of his life.
I'm just picturing him gnawing on it like a
The
dog.
other turkey leg.
Holy
Not
shit.
wrong.
Everyone just talked at the same time. All right, one
I'm
more
getting
time.
a turkey leg also.
Okay.
I just said I'm imagining him just bent over at the table, gnawing on it like a dog does.
Oh no, he's not even bent over at the table. He's doing like the pirate suave shit where he's pulled away from the table, legs kicked up on the table, just gnawing on this shit, double fisting, leaning back in his chair.
Hell yeah.
Not as funny, but still a good image.
Yeah, Purple
Willing to risk your life, are you? Angel, demon, for nothing?
for nothing. We're gonna get some fucking mithril.
We've been through this.
Listen,
Oh,
I'm
history!
making okay. I'm making friends in this in this city. I'll probably be able to get something set up for us.
You think you can find a miner to accompany us?
A miner to accompany us? Yeah, sure. I mean, I could talk to one of the merchants that I was talking to earlier.
You were talking to merchants. Oh, yes, I saw that. I remember. You almost got completely destroyed.
Yeah, I decided to taste test some of their stuff, and it's a little bit more strong than I was expecting. I'm starting to sober up now thanks to this turkey leg for some reason, but I'm not going to question it.
Well,
Okay, so at this point, Carthian and Eladin both start talking to each other and look back at you and ask all of you if any of you have even seen Mithril.
I'm assuming it's
Not in a long time.
is that a kind of fish?
Carthian puts his hand to his mouth and starts to chuckle. Eladin just rolls his eyes and puts his hand to his forehead, like puts his hand to his face with his
Face
middle
on.
finger and thumb pressed into his eyes. Just goes,
That's actually a really good question. Would I actually know mithril from Dol Amroth?
"Oh, you know, there's a thing called a history check. I
Yeah.
hear it's good for them,
Let's do that.
good for these kids."
I know my
What is?
character's background. I can guarantee I haven't the faintest clue what mithril is.
Well, that's
I'm not.
insight. I'm looking for history.
Wait, what? I clicked on history.
Yeah, you clicked on insight. my
Same
man.
thing.
No, it's definitely
It's
not.
definitely
Well, it definitely is.
Hey,
Apparently.
Game roll.
Same as result.
Insight and history are in fact the same.
I guess I should be able to.
No,
So-
same end result.
Mithril, as
I'm over 100 years
anyone
old. I should know
who
what it
has
is.
ever of dwarven craftsmanship know that it is essentially called silver steel. It is a metal that does not tarnish or grow weak as it is worked or aged. It is essentially ageless and perfect as soon as it is formed into what it is. It is essentially lighter than like a shirt of it is lighter than a cotton shirt, but it is harder than the hardest of steel.
Mithril blade would be nice.
Nigh impenetrable.
So yeah, it's a fish, right?
Mithril,
And that
mithril
when
sword
light
would be
hits
good.
it, when light hits it, whether it is both refined or still in its ore state, it shines like moonlight.
Ooh, for quick table talk, should I roll for this, or can I just ask this one? Give the answer after. With
sorry,
learning
you're,
sorry, with my time learning the city and everything, would I have also? You said I learned in the city and everything. Would I have also learned some of the mines?
Yes.
Okay. So I would just roll.
You know where roughly like certain veins are, right? So you know where like okay, most of the gold veins are down over this way. Most of the steel and or iron veins are down that way. The gems are over here. Mithril's over there. Type shit.
Okay. At least I know where to go to find it.
Ah! And where do we go, Sir Devil?
Deeper into the dark.
A man of many words you are. And many forms, apparently, and I nudge Burp.
Hey, keep that down.
As the same word of mithril has been overheard by the king about 15 times, he walks over to all of you and asks, "What is the? Do you have a problem, or is there an issue?"
We don't know the mines, Your Lordship, and we haven't the clue what mithril is. I still guess a fish. No one else has corrected me.
I know where it is in the mines. At least I know which mine has
This
it.
is what I asked you, you piece of shit!
You asked if it was fish. You didn't ask if I knew where it was.
Calm down,
Then
calm
say
down, calm down! Belcar goes, "Here's what it looks like," and he actually has a pouch of it, and he pulls out like a rock of like an actual like ore of mithril, and he shows it to you. Now,
Living.
no,
No.
Okay.
no, he just looks at you. What? No.
It's ore.
Fun fact, my intelligence is a -2, really trying to play into my character.
Oh, good to know. Okay, that's actually really good to know.
There's a lot more sense involved here. All right.
It does.
He goes, "No." So, and he goes, "Watch this," and he goes up to the fireplace, as you guys see in the center, and he grabs a torch, and he waves it over in front of the mithril, and as the light from the fire hits the rock, the metal within the rock itself, the ore, starts to essentially glow in like a moonlight. And he goes, if you can't seem to find mithril, I suggest you grab a torch and wave it along the walls. Trust me, there is mithril down there. If there wasn't of any actual abundance, I would not be even remotely risking your lives for this. In fact, I'd more or less still be pouring brandy down his throat." And he points at you, Benil, and he goes, "Because I really want to see him throw up."
I get that a lot.
We'll need a pickaxe and 3 of your finest stable boys.
Stable boy?
What?
What the hell
Why
is
do you want stable boys?
When have you ever seen a dwarf ride a horse?
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
I don't even think we could.
Oh man,
Ponies-
but a pickaxe, nonetheless.
ponies and
We
boars.
really need a bunch of those.
Trust me. I guarantee you there's pickaxes down in the mine that you can find. If you want to lug the thing from here, I'm gonna stop you, and I will happily provide you with some pickaxes. But I guarantee you that there's pickaxes down there.
I think we'll just get them as we go down there.
Well, I'd value my life at approximately 300 gold or a house in this fine city of yours.
That's all you want? Shit, not a problem at all.
Oh my god. I just turned back to everyone like, man, I fucked up. You guys don't fuck up with your answers.
I'm just looking at you, like, just quizzically, like, you're underselling yourself.
Belgar goes, Because he saw your. Your like eyes go open up when he said, "Oh, not a problem." All right, he sees that and he goes, "Trust me, when you get back, and as long as you're honest with me, and believe you me, I'll know if you're lying. Grudges are a thing I definitely hold dear."
Do you have a book?
Yes, I do. And he looks at you with a knowing wink.
Well, I wouldn't. Fuck yeah. And I slap him on the arm.
All I'd
Well,
ask.
good, because I wouldn't fuck you either. But anyway,
Time to leave.
he goes, "Yeah."
All I take is a
all
mithril
right.
blade.
I think I need to sleep.
I'm gonna let you know right now. Table talk. Mithril's never been made into blades because
Really?
the amount of metal just doesn't make. Yeah, mithril weapons are not a thing. Its
Oh.
main
just
strength
armor.
is in armor and jewelry.
Did not know that.
Yeah, trust me,
That
I
would be
hunted for a while.
something That Bryce should find out later. Just so you know.
Yeah,
Wait, what was that?
But it's all
Clayton?
good. It doesn't
yeah.
matter.
No, that.
No, I didn't
we
hear
could
what he
figure that
said.
out as we got there.
I just didn't hear what
Anyway.
you said.
No, it's just that, like, to keep things in-game as much as possible, then, you could be like, yes, I want to make this into a sword. And then Nate as the blacksmith would be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was a
It
fair.
would-
That's
a never breaking, never dulling sword.
Highest raised eyebrow.
Come on.
What the fuck?
That would
well,
be.
no, 'cause
Yeah, it would
it'll
take a
still
crap
dull.
ton.
Yeah, it would still dull, but either way, yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we reach it. I mean,
I want to get Burble to sleep. That's what I want to do now.
okay.
I
So
wanna help
Burble
him
at this
get to the
point
room.
is just a bag of shit. Yeah, he needs.
And
he's
I'm
gonna-
just gonna.
Can we just leave him there at the table?
When we get to the bed, I'm just gonna be, look, I'm leaving these notes on your nightstand. Read them tomorrow. And I just hand him some water.
I was gonna say, just pin them to his shirt.
Read them.
What?
Read them tomorrow.
Read?
Read.
Read like the weed?
All
Like
right, I'm
reeds
leaving.
in the grass?
I give him the water and I leave, and I just fucking.
He takes a sip. He goes, "Oh, it's just fucking water," and he throws it.
Go to sleep, you drunk piece of shit.
Oh, fuck you, lad! And he
Fuck
yells and he-
you.
Fuck me! No, fuck you!
All right, I close the door.
I guess fuck me.
Burble laughs and he goes, and then he passes out at the table.
I go to bed. I got nothing special.
We're all just leaving Burble here. All right, the Rangers carry Burble.
I said.
I'm just
You
laughing.
said you took him to bed.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
said
I'm
to
sorry.
bed, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So Burble's
It shows you had
knocked
a, it
out
shows
on
you
ice.
had a good. It just shows you had a good time with the dwarves.
Right.
Some more than others, certainly.
Okay, so at this point, the night passes. You all wake up in the morning. Now, at this point, you're heading towards the east, and to get there, you have to cross the bridge of Khazad-dûm,
I
which
knew
of
it.
course is loaded like shit.
That's a nice white square.
Okay, I was about to say, am I the only one not seeing it?
All I had was a white
I'm
grid.
fixing things as we speak.
And cue the Balrog.
No, not quite.
Not yet.
This loaded up perfectly the first time. Now it's all shit, and I'm pissed.
As usual, that's how
We will
it goes.
definitely have to take a gander at these next time.
Right. Anyway, you come across the bridge of Khazad-dûm.
Aye.
You all load up on supplies beforehand, or I should say supplies are given to you at your leisure.
Does anybody else have a
varying
white
from
screen?
Food, rope.
I do.
Okay.
Has what? Sorry?
A white
He's asking
screen.
About the white screen. Yeah, I got it too. It's fine.
Oh.
There's no white screen?
Yeah, I just have
Let
a
me
solid
let me
white
let me
screen.
try this again.
Okay, we're at the dining
The feasting
room.
hall. White
It looks-
screen.
White screen. It's just a big white box.
Try reloading your page.
Oh, Nate,
Why?
did you delete your asset?
Shouldn't have.
I was gonna say if you uploaded this and then put it in there and then might be what's going on.
Huh.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. So this is a white screen for you?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just a big white box.
All right.
Interesting. Let me no.
You
let me-
talk about the bridge and I'll fix it.
Okay. So as you, I'm opening up the thing. So you approach the big bridge, which is separated from the main area that is the city and palace.
How much?
Say not the main city, but the palace.
Okay.
You are getting. At this point, you are in a bustling dwarven area with the sounds of forges as well as just normal population and movement and everything in between.
Oh, there it is.
Thank you, Clayton.
Mm-hmm.
That is okay. There we go. Now it's
that's
big.
beautiful.
Oh, yes. I
That's
can
much
actually
better.
see it.
That's much better.
I think you
I'm
might have
uploading
just
up.
accidentally.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
you
I'm
just cut it.
uploading all the other assets just in case.
There you go.
Could you shrink it a little bit?
No,
What?
it's fine as
It's
is.
full screen.
Just minus out once, Bryce. Go to 80%.
No.
Yeah, 80%.
I'm at 50% right now. I
How?
watched the top of the picture just get cut off by the area that it was put in.
It looks perfect.
Semantics.
To me.
It looks
Semantics,
perfect to me,
it
too.
doesn't matter. We will be moving.
Just go to 80.
So you cross the massive bridge that is Khazad-dûm, of which the entire city is named
picture for me.
after.
Like, what am I seeing?
Okay.
Gaping
As
chasm or like?
As you leave the palace and begin your actual walk to the bridge, on either side of this narrow bridge is just a massive, gaping cavern view on what appears to be a 6-foot wide bridge. That is where all commerce flows through.
And I see. Do I see dwarves? Am I?
There is a massive culmination of dwarves moving through other areas of the bridge as well as underneath the bridge. Above the bridge, there's vaulted ceilings and and pathways. There are columns and crevices and just houses built into the mountainside and cliffside. It is truly a remarkable sense of craftsmanship as well as just basically everything else.
And are we going the right way here, demon?
Roll. DM. Are we going the right way?
I would assume so.
You're the one who mapped out the fucking area. Are we
I
going the right
said
way?
DM. Am I going the right way? Where's my history?
Yes.
There it is. Maybe.
Probably fine.
It looks right.
Yeah, it's more than a 50%. It's like a 60% chance we're going in the right direction.
And did you see any goblins on your path this way?
No. Why are you obsessed with goblins right now?
The king. Where were you in this conversation?
I as a character, I space out and get lost in my own thoughts all the time. So.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Angel. I'm feeling a little unsettled that we're walking in this particular direction.
I pat his shoulder and say, "Don't worry, for better or worse, we're all together." Probably.
Well, we'll die together.
Yeah, emphasis on the probably worse.
Well, in that case, I just take a step behind him. Then you'll be dying first.
That's fine by me.
Okay. So as you've officially crossed the bridge of Khazad-dûm in all of its splendor and immaculation, you've officially reached into the city as you progress further east. Now, where you see wood is actually stone, but I couldn't find anything else quite like it, so you're gonna have to bear with
I
me.
like it. This actually looks a lot like the Goblin Town.
Essentially, probably.
It almost looks World of Warcrafty.
It probably is.
I love it. It's pretty cool.
Anywho,
I like it.
you begin to progress through. Thank you as well on that again. I don't know.
I'll show you how to do it for the next session.
Sweet. As you begin walking through, for the first time, you were actually truly able to see the city. When you came in here through before, they actually put a runic spell on you that blinded most of you who had no dark vision. Now, you are all able to see the true splendor of the dwarves. Some of you for the first time, because you have not left the palace area. Some of you have been in this area, but truly haven't quite seen it in this light.
This is like awe-inspiring. I'm running around, I'm fucking
Calm down.
shaking, just fucking like, holy shit, this is amazing.
All around you is just craftsmanship of the absolute highest caliber. There is not a single
Not a single what?
workman or whatever you want to call it, that is not just leaps and bounds ahead of everything else any of you have ever seen. To put it in perspective, Todd's Dull Amaroth plate is some of the best in all of Gondor, and the stuff that you are all being seen made in front of you makes it look like it was shoddy trash.
I think you physically could not have picked a better song for this.
That was my
I don't
goal.
think
I
so
hunted
either.
for this for so fucking long. Anywho,
This just goes beautifully meshes together.
yes. Yeah, a little loud. Thank you on that one. So as you guys progress through, you see just numerous people, dwarf children, women, men, living and thriving. To some, it might actually give you a sense of maybe, just maybe, we should go a little bit above and beyond to make sure that these people are not
Archaic.
completely destroyed.
Can I? I'd like to speak with some of the locals. I'd like to talk about any rumors of goblins.
Okay, where do you want to start? Do you want to start with craftsmen? Do you want to start with normal population?
Let's just find some normal population people.
Okay,
I'd go talk to miners.
roll investigation for me.
3.
Most of the common population, at least, or common populace, commoners that you come across, or what you believe to be commoners that you come across, look at you and go, goblins? No, not here, and they just carry on.
But you've heard the tales of the goblins. They've been here before, haven't they?
Oh, goblins have existed, sure, but we've driven them out time and time again. I'm not worried about goblins. And he throws his hand away. You hear Eladin behind you murmur complacency.
I suggest
Anyone
we
else
go.
want to do anything?
I suggest we go talk to some of the local miners, or the area miners.
Lead on.
Investigation, I presume.
Well, you know where it is, so you go there. And now I need you to roll investigation for me.
If I can find it on my list. Inside. There we go. Investigation. This don't go well. Hey,
Okay.
rolling that solid middle ground.
Yeah, everyone is. It's been very average today.
That does not bode well.
I know it doesn't. So when you approach the miners, you recognize some of them due to different symbols being on different sets of clothes, where whatever type of miner they are, should they be mining iron, they typically have a specific clothing set. You notice that no one who before mined mithril is present. You don't see the mithril symbol amongst these men. You see gold, you see silver, you see gems, you see everything else, but there is no one here in which who is a mithril miner.
I would like to ask the various miners where, if they know where any of the where the mithril miners are, or where I might be able to find them.
All the other dwarves kind of look around, go, we don't know. It's not our pig, not our farm. We don't mind that. We care about ours, not theirs.
Can I
And what does it
roll
take to
something?
become a mithril miner?
You need to be able to find mithril and extract every last ounce. It is by far the top tier. As far as mining goes, it is actually fairly prestigious. Not just anyone with a pickaxe can mine mithril. You need to have a keen eye for it, at least to get the absolute most out of it, in which we want that. You can get mithril from just swinging a pickaxe at a vein, but there is definitely a trick to it that most do not have.
So those who mine mithril must be held in some kind of
High esteem.
Shouldn't
They are-
there be a man that we can speak with?
There is a foreman deeper into the city in which you can talk to, who might have what you're looking for.
I try to huddle everyone together, and I say I think they might be isolating the mithril miners to not spread the word of goblins to the populace.
Do you think because the goblin or the mithril is deeper in the mines, more towards the goblins?
Yeah, that might be it. I don't
Would
know.
make
Like, I
sense.
feel like they're just trying not to let the word of goblin spread too much because it seems Bellegar is quite concerned with
It would,
panic.
it would
Yeah.
just stop the population from panicking, and that's the.
So if this is becoming more of a problem than he's letting on, even to us, then he might be isolating anyone who might have contact with them and keeping them in a different area to contain the information.
Oh, those poor souls.
I'm sure they're doing okay. They're just probably in a different area of the mines, just not able to.
See if we can find this foreman, and then
So
Yeah.
where do we start? The foreman, you think?
I think the foreman, and then if we can't find him, we just head to the mithril shaft.
I'll follow your lead.
Does
I
that sound-
assume that is now the plan.
To find the foreman?
Yes.
I'm
seems
following
like
Benil's lead.
Okay.
I'm also a -2 intelligence. I might not be the best leader.
The blind
I'm
leading the
just
blind.
Oh,
The
but-
miners overhear you and point you in the direction of the foreman area where all the foremans are.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
they're-
much, friends. And I fucking start walking away.
You hear a mumble, "Fucking idiots!" And
You're not wrong!
Dwarven, I take it, eh?
yes, in Dwarvish.
And then I will yell back, "You're not wrong."
I just
What did they
Look at
say?
you with wide eyes, and they're, "Well,
I
sorry."
just start
and they
laughing.
apologize in Dwarvish.
I just start laughing.
I ask, like, what did they say? I only speak common and I think I only speak common and Elvish.
I speak everything.
Yep,
I just-
common
I
and
just
Elvish.
laugh.
That's all I could speak.
Well,
What did they say, Tom?
what? Sorry.
Oh, I'm asking Tom. What did they say?
Oh,
I think they held us in high esteem. I
Oh,
said to them, "Well, you're certainly right."
I just continue.
Dwarves
I
are
just
much nicer people than I expected. I mean,
I just
we hear
continue
the
to laugh.
tales.
And you see
shake my
a
head.
tear kind of rolling down my cheek. Oh, me too.
Oh, a tear of joy.
Me too.
Eladin and Carthian both start laughing. Because they do speak Dwarvish.
I'm the only one who doesn't speak Dwarvish.
Apparently so.
That's like, damn it, I should have spent a month learning the fucking language.
You should have, but you didn't.
No, that'll be next.
Miss triggers. Anyway,
The
so
last
you
tokens.
reach the management area or the foreman's location where miners are sent out in their teams.
We're at the head office.
Okay. As you approach there's a man in charge who is guarded by two dwarves who are not serving in the guard of Khazad-dûm, but are in fact private security.
Oh shit, wealthy.
We're here to see the foreman. I say in dwarf.
They ask, or they state also in Dwarvish that they don't know of any visitors. Who are you?
Sent here by the king himself, of course, simply on very strict and classified business.
Have you proof?
We could go talk to the king if you'd like.
Roll persuasion for me.
I fucking knew we didn't get any proof.
Oh man.
Alright, wait a second. Oh no, wait, no, this is only among my race. Never mind.
Sorry, hold on. My screen is not being. All right. Well, you know what? I'm a fucking persuasion expert. I was gonna tap into some magic, but like, come on. At some point, this +7's got to do something.
Right?
Like it has so far.
I'm waiting for that 8. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guard, upon hearing this, stiffens up, looks at the other guard, and goes, "No, no, necessary, not necessary." And he waves you on through.
Good
As you-
land. And I give him a little tap on the stomach, and start moving in.
Okay.
Come on, gents. Haven't got all day to die.
Fucking thing. Nice stomach.
So, you you get inside the room. Inside the room is 3 dwarves sitting behind. One of which is sitting behind a desk. 2 are standing beside him, and they are discussing in hushed whispers. They look up and see you.
Perception
sorry.
over here.
You can. As you are doing that, They see you approach shortly after you perceive absolutely nothing.
Yep, that's fair.
And they hush and they separate really quickly and go, "Who are you and what are you doing?"
We've been sent by the king to to help solve an issue in the mines.
An issue in the mines? There's no issue in the mines.
Well, I believe that's business between us and the king. A foreman.
We're looking
I heard
for the
business of
mithril.
king and foreman. That's all I heard.
We're looking for the mithril foreman.
The mithril foreman? He's
The-
not here.
And
Well,
might
where is he?
find
We need
him
to talk.
then?
We need to speak with him.
No, he would be down in the mines mining mithril as his job.
Oh, and you? What are you doing here inside what I presume is the foreman's office?
I am the head foreman in charge of all other foremans.
Ha! Well, this is awkward.
Why is that?
Because we're looking for just you, specifically. Foreman, exactly as we said, right?
Fair.
Ball and dwarfish.
I heard mithril foreman specifically, not the head foreman.
Oh, don't mind my
Either
friend
either
here.
will
He's
do.
not good with the word things.
The word things, indeed.
Uh,
Alright, well, let's just get to
And-
the... I have many things to do. What is it
And
you
who's
want?
this other gentleman here?
The other two men, one of them is one of the heads of the Merchant Guild, in charge of, and then the other one is just another foreman, kind of like the second in command, the person that he kind of delegates down to.
Might we have the room for a moment, so that we can talk privately?
The foreman eyes you suspiciously and nods his head, and the two other members of the room leave.
I nod and smile to Delphar, head of the Merchant Guild.
No, he's not the
Talk
head
to
of the.
him again.
He's not
Oh,
the
I thought
head
you
of
said
the
he was
Merchant
the
Guild.
head.
One of the heads. One of the
Oh,
heads.
then I probably
not
haven't
the
talked to him then.
head. No, not yet.
Benil, would you care to fill in my fine bearded friend?
Most definitely. King Belagar has sent us down here to inspect the mithril mines. We've heard that there have been issues there, and we are the solution.
Issues. We haven't heard anything from.
We're not Nazis!
It's like the final solution.
We heard you got some of the Jews, honey. Solution.
Not even goblins. We're gonna fucking slaughter them wholesale.
May the Third Reich live forever.
Oh, Jesus.
God.
We're really gonna have to watch what I fucking say.
The foreman.
Your delegation sent to deal with your problem.
The man in charge goes. No. We don't know what happened to them. I haven't heard from the main foreman or any of the workers in weeks. We know that there was some sort of either a cave-in or attack, but we have since been commanded by the crown to not go there at all. He talked to some of the survivors, and we haven't seen them since. We do not know what is happening.
Yeah, that's why we were here.
Yeah, we're here to investigate further. If you would be so kind as to tell us where the mithril mines are, we will be on our way.
He gives you a map of the area to reach there.
Loot map, loot map, loot map. Loot. Map. Loot.
Yes.
Map of mines. Right there. Alright, perfect.
Okay. So Tom Bombadil here has since taken the map.
That's fine by me. It's probably a bunch of
Oi.
dwarfish runes on it that I can't fucking read.
This is in fact in Dwarvish.
Yeah, so it's useless with me. Look at these pretty pictures is all I'd be able to fucking do with it.
They are pretty, aren't they?
It's a magnificent
So
language that I need to fucking learn it.
he states that it has in fact been months since anyone has come back or heard anything. There has been no mithril coming in. He has been told by the king to not investigate and stay out of it. Gives you the map and says, "Get out of my office. I'm done with this."
A wee bit rude, but
Well, let us leave then.
understandable.
I have
All right.
business to attend. Please leave.
I'm gonna open the map.
Okay.
Demon, you were pointing us in the wrong direction this entire time.
We're going fucking north.
Well, it is northeast
We-
you need to go to.
I thought you said west.
Calm down there, Patrick.
The name's Tom. Don't forget it.
Okay, Bob.
So, at this
Bomb.
point, I'm assuming you have begun to trek towards the mine?
Yes,
Yes.
I'd like to move in the right direction this time.
Okay.
You don't know if we were moving in the wrong
As you
direction,
I have a
burble.
map. You piece of
but you also can't read.
I literally can.
He knows door. I'm the only one who doesn't know door.
I'm not talking about Dorvish, just the map itself. The lines.
Well, what's going on here, DM?
Okay.
Lead us on.
As you three, well, four technically with Holgrim,
Can we agree to a pace that's very stealthy, by the way, by the time we get to the mine?
Oh,
Who's
yeah.
wearing
While
metal?
we're here in the
Who's wearing metal because they can't
civilized
stealth?
area.
now he can stealth just at his disadvantage.
We're gonna go real quiet, like.
Okay. You, Burble, or you all, Burble, Eladin, and Carthian, begin your trek through the
We
mountainside.
forgot to wake up Holgrim.
Holgrim, I said he was in.
He was the first. He was the first one.
I did
mentioned.
mention it earlier.
My apologies.
Getting there. Yeah, you're good.
He's our giant silent type.
I
Right.
just thought he was asleep.
As you approach what was supposed to be the mines,
That
you
is awesome.
begin to notice
Oh.
That is
a
cool.
conclave, a massive settlement engrossed in goblin filth and smell and odor.
Oh,
As you-
definitely got.
As you approach the area, however, Holgrim sets off a trap.
God damn it,
Being
Tim.
so stealthy.
Poison arrow. No, this is before that. Poison arrows come flying out and hit him. He is now since paralyzed.
The man should roll a dexterity saving throw.
I agree. If only I had his stats.
You should be able to access
no,
him.
I got it.
A critical failure.
Oh,
Well, it's
God.
perfect.
Well, the dice tell a story.
The dice. See, I didn't even fucking need to roll it, Clayton. I just knew. The arrows pierce him, not lethally, but enough to where he is now wounded, where he is not going to be able
In combat.
to.
It plunged 6
To move.
inches into his heart.
At this point,
I mean, I'm
Eladin-
gonna look around. Maybe we turn back. Nobody sets up a poison dart trap if they aren't prepared for people to be spying on them.
Yeah, we need to get Holgrim back.
At this point, during all this stuff, Eladin and Carthian tell you to shut up. You guys don't know what you're talking about. Let us look at this. They pull out one of the darts / arrows. They look at it. They know exactly the poison that was used, and they in fact have the cure. But he is not going to be able to do anything for at least a couple hours. They look. Eladin looks at all of you and says, "In a couple hours, we could scout this entire thing out. Be back here, grab Holgrim, and be back to the king." Now,
Very well.
Shouldn't we be? I mean, I'm concerned about Holgrim's well-being.
As am I. I mean, he's quite defenseless.
at this
Could
point,
we leave?
they're at like you guys are on the side of cliff. Picture to the side how there's like
Oops.
the little
Wrong thing. Sorry, guys.
no,
Ignore
you're
that.
good. Where there's like people standing there. It's where you guys kind of are behind that, along like a rock face.
Oh, okay.
At this point, Eladin looks at all of you, goes, "No, they won't even find him." And him and Carthian drag him up and put him against the wall. Eladin takes off his cloak and drapes over the top of Holgrim, and he essentially disappears and turns into essentially a rock.
I gotta get one of those.
A fancy parlor trick, but I swear if anything happens to my compatriot here, it'll be on your head.
Eladin nods and goes, "I know the price of men's lives. Don't lecture me on it." And he continues to press through.
Can we? Can I have
Well-
perception to see what's see what I can see, kind of either through the mist a little bit here, see if I'm seeing anything suspicious is what I'm looking for. You know, sound perception for sounds like goblins,
Okay.
or
Yeah, yeah.
shapes that are like
Real
hunched
quick,
over, you know.
who just draped their cloak over?
Eladin.
Eladin. Okay.
All right, we're perceiving. Sounds of goblins, hunched over figures.
Okay.
Things that look suspicious.
So from this distance, you can definitely tell that there are some sentries trying to keep lookout for dwarves or whatever the case may be. However, these are unorganized and lazy goblins.
Okay.
That
So they're
frankly,
very lackadaisical.
yeah, they are very confident in their position. They're not worried. They know that they have the upper hand. So they are mostly just playing amongst themselves and just not even giving a shit, really. Just completely unorganized. You can see-
Sentries ahead of us, then. I'm gonna tell them.
I
Yeah,
turn to
and
Eldon.
also-
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Sornu.
No, you first.
Oh.
You finish your description.
You also notice that now, since you know what to look for as far as the traps being sprung, you can easily tell that goblin shoddy craftsmanship is easy as hell to spot. As long as you are aware of your surroundings at all times.
That'd be
there
passive
should be
perception
no-
then.
Yeah, there should be no reason why any more traps should be sprung. It was more or less just lackadaisically. You were focused more on stealth than you anything else, and that was Hallgrim's fall.
And now he's dead.
You
He's
see
not
those
dead.
sentries over there?
We,
You see them?
I can get us.
Angel.
Go ahead.
Angel, do you see them?
I do see them.
Any plan on getting around?
I can get us around. Just stay close to me.
What you're going to teleport us?
Nope.
Teleport.
Well,
hell's that?
care to share your plan?
Just
you?
just stay close. I have an very old trick.
That doesn't explain anything.
Listen
It's
to me.
it's hard to explain.
Bullshit.
Just-
This is life or death. I need you to explain to me what's going on now.
You won't in a moment. You won't be seen or heard. I'm casting this.
Oh.
Okay.
So,
Alright.
veil of shadows
so,
and silence radiates from me, masking me and your companions from detection for the duration. Each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, the party and myself, has a plus 10 bonus to dexterity stealth checks and can't be tracked except by magical means. Creature that receives this bonus leaves behind no tracks and other traces of its passage.
So
We're good for an hour.
thematically, we will follow your lead as you told us in your plan. Something. Jesus Christ. Follow my steps.
Follow my
I shall
set.
lead you there.
Stay close to me. Follow me exact. And we can pass through here with a little issue.
I look down at my stomach, which is clearly eclipsing my feet, and it is... I'm not what one would call stealthy, air quotes.
Let's just do the best that we
And
can.
apparently he doesn't give a shit. Alright! Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I was
We
waiting
can't
for
ar- You're not stealthy, but yet you vanished inside that tavern.
Oh, I don't believe you were there, my good sir.
Oh yeah, you weren't there.
Yeah, I was.
No, you were outside,
outside.
as an eagle.
No, I wasn't outside until after that.
Anyway.
Semantics. I
I
assume you all push further in.
I'm gonna suck in my gut and follow him.
Okay.
Have you ever seen Emperor's New Groove?
Yes.
What Kronk is doing.
I love it. I'm so glad I cast this because that way we won't be heard.
So, at this point, you all progress further into what was once the actual mithril mine, both the map and your own knowledge of the area.
Any stealth checks? We doing alright?
You are gonna be... Yeah, you know what? Give me some stealth checks. Yes. I need at least from you three.
27.
It looks like a 7. Oh yeah, 27.
With a plus 10.
Ah!
16.
Shit.
You roll with disadvantage because
32.
Oh yeah, roll
Oh.
again, Todd.
armor.
Alright. Okay, yeah, 16.
So you're fine there.
I'm at a 32.
Let me
God damn.
let me roll Eladin's here, even though I don't believe it's even necessary.
20.
Yep, that's a 20.
Yeah, he's good. And then I'll roll it again. Carthian,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Yeah, they're fine.
Man, me and Carthian.
Oh, Burble! How could I forget fucking Burble?
I hope he read my notes.
I did not, actually.
Ah, he has no idea what he's doing here. Burble's a ride
Oh, I thought you asked if I read your notes.
No, I left some very explicit notes.
Right, no, for him, yeah, no, he read the notes. I thought.
Man, he doesn't even know what we're doing.
He read the notes. He's been in the conversation.
No,
He's scared, man.
I thought you were asking me as the DM if I read your notes.
Oh, no.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm
Yeah,
a
no,
Burble
Burble read the notes. Yeah, he is aware. He is hungover. Well, not anymore. It's been a couple days since you've been trekking. But yeah, you guys are good. So everyone is stealthed. Everyone here is golden.
So we are past the
and you have entered the first level of what would be now considered the.
That's a nice black screen right there.
Hell yeah.
It's a black screen? Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Nope.
You fogged this, right? Did you fog this?
So. Yeah, hold on.
Oh, that if you fogged it, that'd be why. Hey, I'll be right back. I gotta run to the bathroom real quick.
Is everyone excited?
Yeah.
1 second, I have to go to the bathroom real quick.
Boop.
Oh, how do I get rid of the fog?
Let me turn down this amazing soundtrack first. I'm actually very into it, though. See where the little eye is?
Yeah.
Select reveal areas.
Oh.
And so everything's in fog until, you choose to have us see it, essentially. So you should reveal as much or as little as you want.
And now when I reveal areas, I drag and...
You just drag, yeah, exactly.
Okay,
drag.
cool.
The whole thing's fogged right now. You will reveal it for us.
And then if I do that, okay, cool. Cool. Alright, so you've entered here.
Learning DM stuff.
Indeed, I am. So, I would like all of you to throw your tokens on the map on the staircase. If
Way ahead of you.
Problem?
in the meantime, I'm going to throw Carthian and all them on there as well.
Oh, right. I am specifically behind my friend here,
That's
Neil.
why. Yeah, that's why I left a little space there for you.
Thank
buddy.
you, sir.
You're
Neil
welcome.
dies first. Never forget.
I will find it so fucking funny if you somehow died before me.
Will be a very disappointing moment for me, I can assure you.
Okay. And then I will grab...
So describe to me what we're seeing as we kind of approach this stairwell.
Alright, so as you get in here, you smell... You can, you are at this point deep inside of the community of the goblins. So
Okay, I'm back.
you hear their noise. You hear their noise around all of you. As you enter the first level of this cavern, you can smell goblin filth, decay, bodies, flesh, disease, just waste. You name it, you can smell it, and it's not a good time. You hear war drums just constantly going off.
I'm gonna whisper.
Quick question: How much time has passed
Since you started the trek?
since I cast my spell?
It's been 45 minutes.
Okay, we got 15 minutes left.
I would like to whisper into Bunil, Seer. We're here on reconnaissance. We can hear a fuck ton. I don't think there's much more left to be learned.
Well, we need to see what kind of defenses they have set up. The more intelligence that we can gather, the easier it'll be to clear them out.
Is there I mean, am I up or is there lower than me? Like,
Are you
I think
in
I'm
for
lower.
like a ceiling or?
I mean,
Yes. How tall is the ceiling right now?
I don't
Oh,
know.
you're asking like the level of staircase.
like what? If you go back to the the picture that we saw before, right?
Oh yeah, you're like beneath the pillars.
We're beneath the pillars at this
Yeah,
point. All right.
you're beneath everything. Yeah, like all that shit you saw, like you're underneath it. You've
Is there
stealthed
a
your way
way
through.
that we could find a vantage point?
To see
Yeah,
into
like
these
can we
mines.
climb one of these pillars? Because it seems like we're gonna learn the most possible. You know what I'm saying? Because the
You
lower
could.
we are, the less we're really seeing.
You could. The thing of it is that what you saw was just the tip of the iceberg, and you don't know how deep the infestation goes if it is completely taken over the mithril mines. Because this area is where the mithril is, but the mine is further in yet. So the goblins have expanded past the actual mine itself, and therefore you have to go deeper in. Like you have to go. It's pretty much you got to go deep to get out, kind of thing.
That's still good information to tell the king, because if they're already out of the mines, that means there's already there's more trouble than he was expecting.
Get that far into the mines, like it could be just here, and they take expeditions into the mines. We need to know for certain.
Well, I mean, you hear the war cry. He whispers loudly.
Well, it's just like it's
No, I'm
like
not talking to you. I'm not
no,
talking to you.
no, I'm just saying for emphasis here. It's like the drums you're hearing are just like low, like it's not like upbeat tempo. Just
This
a
is their
low
this is their
drum.
party music.
I'd like to
Essentially.
hear me out. Let's meet in the middle. I want to roll perception.
Okay.
What is the extent of what I'm hearing? I mean, am I hearing like marching? Am I hearing like fucking?
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
Like what level am I hearing?
Okay.
13.
So, as of right now, you don't hear any marching. There's no like assembly. You mostly just hear the scampering of goblins above and around you. Numbers unknown. You hear drums, but it's not like a drum of war per se. I say war drums because they will be used for that. But it's more or less just drums in the distance and scampering and just metalworking and clawing on. Just essentially, you're inside of a conclave community of goblins, and you're beginning to reach the heart of it.
All right, I'm gonna look at Benil again then, and I'm gonna say, well, you're obviously the military man here. What constitutes a good level of reconnaissance? And I'm gonna push my finger into his like crest that he's got.
Well, ideally, we need to know if we can't just know what the outskirts are, because once we break through those, we need to know what is awaiting us further on. Like, do they have traps set up that they can pull rocks out of the fucking sky? Do they have anything where they can create pitfalls? Like, what is it beyond the outskirts that makes it more defensible?
I really hate myself right now because internally, me being Clayton, have like 30 different really amazing ideas for like determining numbers and stuff like that. Externally, me being Bomb Tombadil, -2 intelligence, probably not going to have that many great ideas.
Oh, you still have the idea.
At this point, Carthian and Elodin both jump on top and go off of Benil's conversation and also state that, yes, what he said is true. We also don't know exactly if they have any trolls, if they have siege engines, if they have... What extent of supplies do they have? There's
Like, for all we know,
the
they could be
logistics.
working with clubs, or they could be working with very, very finely tempered weaponry, which I highly fucking doubt, but we have to know.
Any case, we could route them out, cause a boom, see how many flood to it.
I mean, that's a idea.
It is possible. Carthian looks at Elodin and goes, I can create a distraction. And he looks at all of you.
DM, how high are the ceilings where we are at?
Ceilings are 10 feet tall down here in the mines itself.
Okay.
Perfect. Tons of room for me.
However, they are cramped laterally.
Scraping against the chops, eh?
Yes. At least in this particular instance you are. Now, where the pillars and that are...
That's
it
what
is-
I was asking. 'Cause
Oh,
I
it
wasn't
is-
sure
it
if
is
we were
open and
like.
vaulted, just like what you saw. That's
I wasn't sure if we were just on the ground right there, or if we were
no.
actually
you were like up
in the
above.
mines themselves.
Yeah, now you're in the mines itself. You're in the beginning of the mines themselves.
Okay.
Elodin, you can create a distraction, and you think you can get out.
Well, Carthian says yes.
Carthian.
I said that, yes, and I believe I can.
Well,
Worst
I think
comes to
our
wor-
best bet.
Worst comes to worst is if it does go south, I grab Hallgrim and I get back to the king and inform. We know one way or the other. At least some information will reach him.
I'd rather do that than traipse through some untold, dark, and dingy, and look down and see that my fat is basically scraping up the sides of the walls, and frankly a little tight areas.
All right. Carthian and Eladin embrace, grab each other's forearms.
Predator handshake.
Essentially, yeah, touch each other's heads, and then Carthian books out.
Good luck.
Well, we're never going to see him again.
I'm gonna
Forward.
hide.
Well,
Hiding I am.
we still have
Okay.
a little bit of time before we are more easily detected.
Yeah, we should probably see if we can find some kind of assembly area for the goblin.
Eldon looks back and says, I think we should continue moving forward. Carthian will be ready in 2 minutes tops.
He's your brother. And
Well,
I will follow him.
okay. So, Eldon moves down to the base of the stairs, revealing a little bit more. of
And
the
what
area.
am I looking at here?
And here.
These are
I
broken
roll,
barrels.
Like, these are barrels.
Okay, I was afraid those were
broken barrels.
goblins.
No.
They're like mushrooms.
I'm sorry, yeah, no, they're broken barrels and supply crates.
Okay.
I forgot. How could I forget?
Burble,
Burble!
because he's still drunk. I guess.
No, hungover time is gone.
I would like to look into these barrels and crates.
Okay.
Is now the time.
We're investigating. We are investigating. We want to see what they might have, what they don't have.
Could be full of
Can
metal.
I roll history to verify that goblins probably break crates because they're batshit crazy?
Yes.
12.
Okay. You realize these crates and barrels were busted open as if looting them as well as in a conflict. Some have like scratches and scrapes from blades, and then they are just destroyed. Your investigation, Sir Nume, you look into the bottom of these crates and barrels and realize that there's nothing there, just dust and wood.
That's...
I tell you here, demon,
Wait,
may search these crates to your hand. No scent shall you find.
last thing we need is a goblin waking up and being in one of these boxes.
That's
Okay.
not a bad idea.
Don't need to fight an enemy.
Dub,
Don't
so
need
I
to
can-
fight an enemy on two fronts here.
Okay.
Yeah, I battle Thermopylae in the doorway. Look,
Peer around that corner, my lad. What do you see?
what do I
Okay.
see? What do my human eyes see?
look with your
You
special eyes.
see to there, and you notice that there's not. Did it show that?
How much-
Okay, yeah, it's just the map.
Yeah, it's just
And then you see just a little bit more into the enough to really know.
How much light is down here right now?
I'm just gonna move in so everyone else can move in.
Shouldn't we wait for the... Oh.
Too late. Well, at least we're still stealth at the moment, so.
Yeah, we still have the pass without a trace.
No, I mean, we
For
have
now.
the path out of the trace. We have rolled stealth. None of us have said we stealthily go around this corner.
Oh, I'm sorry. I figured that was
Too
kind
late
of,
now.
I
No.
thought that was kind of the whole thing, is that we're doing
At this point,
stealthily.
Yeah, we
The
have.
goblin appears and sees all of you
Oh,
and begins
fuck.
pounding on this war drum. At the same time,
Actually-
as if sent from God himself, you hear explosions and booms from above you.
Can you mark it? Like, ping like this?
Oh, the drum? It's right here.
No, the explosions are up here.
Yeah, the explosions are up from above
He
you.
fucked off up and we decided to go in?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was to distract the.
Yeah, they're all gonna go up. We're underneath.
Yeah, they're gonna go up right past us.
You idiots! They will climb the stairs!
So as you yell, "You idiots!" a whole area just appears in front of you.
Who's the idiot now?
You still you.
I can still just disappear.
And all of a sudden, all of these things
Go this way.
just pop up.
Oh god.
Appear. Goblins appear out of nowhere, scrounging from the dirt. You hear these war drums pounding away as if in a alarm, which now above you, you essentially feel the ground shake from all the goblins moving above you.
That's a lot of
What?
goblins.
Hodor.
Whip out my loot.
Shouldn't you have one right here too?
Simply say,
Yeah, you're right. Hold on. I'm sorry. I didn't pull it to the later.
That's okay.
There we go.
I simply say, it's been an honor serving with you boys. And
I just say
Titanic.
I just say
It's Titanic.
you guys want to? I think we should leave now.
I'm gonna fucking find songs, put them in this jukebox, and just fucking play them whenever.
we should leave right now.
Okay, you're hanging
Aladin
out.
tells you there's no point in leaving. The goblins are all over the place. You
Swarming
need to
up
wait.
there.
You need to wait for Carthian to lead them away, which is still going to take a minute.
So head.
I'm guessing we're rolling for initiative.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. That's not
Alright,
even a
well,
question.
then before we pursue the initiative, and inevitably die to the stream of from up the stairs. See, I thought Carthian went down here to rouse them. No, probably we should have gotten some clarification on that. Anyway, before we roll initiative, it is 8, so I think it's probably
No, I'm fine. Keep going.
this seems like a good time to.
Nope, I'm good. Keep going.
This combat, I have no idea what you've got here, but like.
Oh, trust me, I'm not too worried about it. Let's keep going. I'm actually super enthused, and I don't want to let
Okay, let's do this.
keep the ball.
I simply
rolling.
attempted to be helpful. All right, first things first. Before everyone rolls for, fucking, let's pull up the thing.
I got mine's on there, and
Mine's
so
on there, too.
is
Cool.
So sounds. Eagle boy.
I was really hoping I get a better initiative because I wanted to fucking shield wall the goddamn end.
How do I? Oh, that's how I get rid of that.
Oh, my
Alright.
character is not there.
Did you click on your guy?
Click on my character and roll
so I
it.
get out.
There he is.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, hold on. I gotta do this for
Let's
Aladin.
see,
And...
I
How
want.
do I roll in it? I just click the initiative.
So click on
You
there.
select your
Click on-
character,
yeah.
and
Click
then
on
you
the
click
person
initiative.
want, and then click
I did.
initiative,
Yeah, I did. He's already. Yeah, it's
Perfect.
right there. And then I
Oh,
need
good.
this man.
Let's see, I have 35 feet. It'll take me 2 turns to flee.
Where the fuck are you flying?
I said flee, not fly.
Ah, you fools.
See, this is why I
Wow.
don't want to come to
Herbal.
with you.
Okay, and then I need to
Taking
roll.
the fucking lead.
Is there a name in their
1,
character
2,
sheet?
3, 4, 5. Should be. 1,
it's
2,
not mine.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll.
Man, that's a lot of 17s.
Oh, well, someone's going first. Alright. 1. How do I just add to this shit?
Any chance we took these guys by surprise?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
Oh, thank
so then
God.
we get a surprise round then.
How do I add more to this? Can I just add?
Just go to your settings.
Okay, go to
So you
settings.
can- or
That's
you
why I
can
can't
just
select
click
anything.
Click on. No, actually, that won't work because you don't have character sheets with these guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you just go to your settings and you add like Goblin number 1, add. Boop.
There's Goblin 1.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then
So
you can.
That's
but it-
5.
You can also
'cause
make.
I-
You can also just have them all
Here,
go on one turn.
I'll just start.
You
yeah,
see
can
where the
also-
numbers are? Just go in a circle. I put numbers on in the health or the green. Which one's which?
Yeah. I'm just saying. So you could, in theory, have them all just take their turn at once, if you want to make your life easier. Or
Yeah,
if
let's
you
just do
prefer
that.
to have them go like in order, we can add them in really quickly. It'll take.
No,
5
no. We'll
seconds.
just
All right.
do
Well,
it all at once.
take the highest then, because that's what's fair.
Ouch.
Okay.
That natural 20.
That's a.
So
that's a-
Goblin 1's up there on 20, but we do have a surprise round,
which means we go first.
which means
Yep.
where'd Goblin 1 go?
Oh, I'm sorry.
He,
I think
Nate
I'll get
deleted
rid
it.
of it. I'm on
I guess
I'm
you
on
don't really need it. It's like
Goblin 1.
Added.
we know the goblins are at
I
20.
also did it. All right.
I'll get rid of mine. Carry on.
All right.
Oh my god.
All right, there we go. So we do get a surprise round though. So if we surprise them, that means that we
Means
what
that
we
what?
want, regardless of the initiative.
Fuck, I'm last.
We get a whole, but
we have a
still
whole
don't
round
get
without
the
them
goblins.
attacking us.
No, I know. I'm just saying. Like, I'm surprised I rolled the fucking.
Well, I don't know what your dexterity be, but
1.
well, there you go. There you go. That might do it.
I'm just surprised.
I like my dexterity. It saves me.
All right, then from the top, it's Burble.
All right. In the surprise round, Burble draws his scimitar and his shield that newly trained and proficient in,
Yeah.
and he is going to rush the goblin here, and he is going to attack.
Get the burble. Wait, what?
That's
So
damage.
he
Oh,
hits.
there it is. Oh, yeah.
So he
Oh,
hits,
there
and he
it is.
does a 3 damage.
Yeah, burble.
Burbed. You got burbed. He seems like the type of person that would say that.
Great.
You
Uh,
got burbed.
Fucking hear that the entire time. Fantastic.
I'm already adding him to the allies.
I mean,
Of
I
course.
fucking would. All right.
Do I have
So
any-
that's his turn. Oh,
Oh, fuck, I don't. Shit.
Sornume.
Yep. Let's see.
So yeah, everyone should think about what they want to do, so we've got an idea, but so we can keep it going as quickly as possible.
I already know what I'm gonna do.
Okay, perfect.
So I'm running up to this goblin here,
Okay.
and I don't know where you want me to put my guy.
Right there's fine.
I mean, that's a wall, right?
You can squeeze
no.
through.
Yeah, I just didn't want to cover the other one.
Okay.
Running up to this
Well,
guy.
You can't land on an ally.
Yeah.
All right. You can squeeze through though.
So I'm attacking him with my
Okay.
short sword. So to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Holy shit.
Okay. As you swing through, you lacerate the goblin. It didn't add the damage. Oh no. It did. Oh, that's why it added it to burble. You fucking
Burble. Get burbed.
Get burbed. All right.
That
Fucking noobs. Get
Goblin.
burbed.
The goblin is now hurt, though still standing and still
Damn.
pounding on this war drum, continuing to try and alert the surrounding allies. Sorry. Tom, I'm sorry. Tom, what are you doing?
I'm gonna meander over here. I'm going to inspire
Inspire!
as a bonus action. I'm gonna loot. I'm gonna inspire on over to Benil.
Okay.
Bam. Wait, I didn't.
What the hell is
what'd you
NC?
do?
Not cool.
I made a mistake.
That explains why it says not cool.
Fortunately, they're all in the right order. So don't worry about this.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, I'm gonna play you a lovely ballad and inspire you, and then I'm gonna play the stupid fucking song that's been stuck in my head, which is the goddamn Rick and Morty thing.
Yeah.
No, it's the part.
Get
It's at the
Swifty?
party with the cog guy, where he's like,
Oh.
"Dogs will turn for 1,000 years." They stopped.
Oh god.
And then I'm going to cast Sleep as a second level spell slot
Yeah.
right over here.
Okay.
So we're hitting all these goblins, with the exception of this guy.
Okay.
Uh,
And what about the guy in the bridge? Is it hitting him too? Or not the bridge,
yeah,
staircase.
yeah,
Staircase, I'm sorry.
It's here, so it's hitting there, slightly out of here, and then hitting the rest of them.
Okay.
Though I don't know he's there, to be fair. I just...
All right. Oh, also, all the goblins in front of the drums with the hands on them are pertinent. There is a thing. Just so you're aware.
And we will figure that thing out through combat.
Yes,
Yes.
you will definitely figure it out through combat.
For the love of God, please put them all to sleep so I can just run in there.
All right.
Oh, that'd be
I
so much.
rolled
That'd be so much advantage on killing them.
1, 2, 3, 4 ones in
Yeah,
a
that's
crazy fucking world. On
that's terrible.
this might be the worst possible roll.
No one falls asleep.
They have more than 19 hit points.
Yes.
Oh,
Then I will
Christ.
use the rest of my movement.
Remember how I said this is a friendly warning? This is very,
Friendly warning.
very
What?
difficult. Or I said earlier this morning that this is going to be very, very difficult.
Yeah.
Wow, I mean, this is quite... I'm just going to roll this again just for prosperity's sake. I just like to see what happens.
Yeah, that seems about right.
That looks better.
Well, I rolled... If you hover over the 19... you
I see.
that
I see.
I rolled 4 ones.
ones.
3
Holy
ones.
crap. 4.
4.
Oh, plus the
8
okay,
plus 4
yeah.
plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 3.
Incredible.
And
Not
there
a
you,
single person
and that one you
to rely
rolled
on,
2 8s.
Certainly backing up, and I'm losing my spell slot. Boop.
Okay.
That's it for me. Yeah, I've done my due
Alright.
diligence.
Eladin moves in front of you, Benil, and he goes and takes a shot at this orc boss right here.
Oh, it's an orc? I thought they're all
Or
goblins.
no, I'm sorry, goblin boss. Thank you.
Okay.
So if it's orcs
He
and goblins, we are
definitely hits
screwed.
and does 10 damage. Smokes him right in the chest with an arrow. Goblin boss, however, is fairly durable.
I was hoping he was just going to be pinned to the wall.
No, not quite. Okay. Benil.
Okay. I will stand here as a shield wall, and I will ready in action. For
Okay.
whenever a goblin to come up to me, I will attack.
Okay.
Sold.
Move Cotton. See if he pulls it. We'll go.
That's all
I
I'm
admire your
right out there.
I admire your sacrifice.
I mean, Todd does have a pretty OP ability. I wouldn't be too.
Well, looks like it's the gobs, huh?
I don't think I have
Yep,
that ability
alright.
yet. Other than that one.
I'm
Yes.
pretty sure he reminded you of this before the start of the game.
Alright.
Yes,
did.
yes, you did.
The
I don't know what
goblin
it does,
boss-
but I just remember he reminded you of something.
Well, actually, we're going to start in order because this one was the 21. This goblin is now slightly more angry at you, sort of Burble,
Oh, this one.
because you
This one.
got a stronger,
I hit him. I hit him harder.
and he is going to stop hitting on his war drum here, and he is going to try to cut you. Hit is 17.
Armor class of 17.
All right, that hits if I recall. All right,
No idea.
I think it
Play-
does.
it's same and higher.
Yeah,
correct?
it's same or higher. Yeah. I believe.
Okay.
Then it
So you
hits.
take 3 damage, Sir Nume.
I'll triple check, but you guys keep going.
Okay. At this point, the goblin boss, who has been shot by Eladin, rushes in front of you, Benil, sword raised and in anger.
Alright, do I get to attack back?
Yes, you do.
We get to attack first.
Oh. You hit, and is that 19 damage? Am I looking at
That seems like it.
Alright. This is going a lot better than I thought it was going to be going. Okay, the goblin boss is then going to strike back at you. No, he's not. No, he's not.
He wasn't expecting me to just stab him.
His sword stroke glances off your shield as if a stiff breeze hit it.
Oh, this is starting off okay.
This goblin here is going to run up to you, and he is also going to attack.
Nope.
Nope.
Hold the door.
However, due to the drums that are beating, frantic anger. Wait, hold that thought.
What was that about anger? You kind of broke up there.
Actually, no, it doesn't. Disregard.
Okay.
I mixed something up.
Well, it's a good thing you broke up then.
For next time, yeah, next time then.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
This orc archer, or god damn it, goblin archer is going to move into position, and because he's a maniac, he is going to fire his bow. Wow.
Ooh.
I mean,
that
who
hits.
is he?
Ooh, he's shooting. He is shooting his.
At
He is
Benil.
shooting his boss.
Ah,
The front target.
Oh, I was looking at the
Really
damage.
hard,
Never
but
mind.
he didn't do much.
Yeah, the man managed
he's
to
got the spirit. What's that
Yeah.
mean?
for one damage.
Ding. You slightly dented your armor.
This goblin here is going to move up into position and ready to strike. This goblin is moving up into position. And then also you all, what is this? What would be this?
have no idea.
Yeah, a little spirit,
Right.
not the spirit.
A little confused.
Also at this point you start hearing roars and growls that do not benefit goblins in the slightest.
I'd like to roll history. Oh,
All right.
do that. It's not my turn.
Okay. As of right now,
What are
that
the?
is all the goblin actions that you were aware of. That is a drum.
No. What is it made out of? Can I just? Totally.
Wood
Looking
and
at it?
leather.
Okay.
It's a drum.
I just never know. Some drums are made of
No,
metal,
I got you. Yeah, no.
especially since we're in a dwarven mine.
Yeah, these are goblins, though.
That's a good
They
point.
might
I mean,
have
they could
stolen
still-
somebody's drums.
I got you,
but
but
they
yeah,
could have
no,
been, like, scavenged.
these are really shitty
Okay.
fucking goblin garbage drums.
Okay.
Alright, that is all of the goblin movement that you are all going to have to deal with for this exact moment in time.
All right, Burble, kick some goblin ass.
Neat.
Also, as time is progressing, more and more torches are being lit to allow the goblins to see better. And you now see what the roars were.
They have a cave troll.
They have a cave troll, ladies
Oh,
and
fuck.
gentlemen. As well as you see this
Well,
area up here.
As the meme says, I'm in danger.
I'm in danger. Yes, you fucking are. Alright. Burble is now going to once again attack. And he is going to glance off the goblin's shoddy armor and not gain any damage purchase. Sornume.
Do better, Soranume.
Alright,
Kill it. Kill it now.
kill it now or die later. I swing with my sword. The hits.
Yep, you do in fact hit.
So if they don't, that's a very strong goblin.
No, yeah.
I would be worried.
I would be too.
9 again.
Nice.
9 damage.
Maximum damage.
2 9s again.
At this moment, the goblin himself falls over dead. No longer pounding on the drum. He is now... Oh, wait, no, that's not what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Do I notice the troll coming?
Oh, if you don't notice the troll, you are both blind, deaf, and dumb.
Well, we're in a cave. Things echo. You never
Oh, no,
know.
I get that. No, you definitely...
And he is,
see this whole
and
behemoth.
well, and just because where I'm standing, it's like I wasn't sure.
Yeah, no, you see him.
I think you would still see like a hand or something coming.
What is this?
Oh, I accidentally hit something. I don't know what. I accidentally hit the enter button.
Fair enough. Okay.
So I think it just re-rolled my last roll when I hit enter.
Oh, that's possible. Bomb. What do you got for us?
I'm gonna move this way real quick though.
I just verified. The only
Just leave
creature
Burble
in trying
behind?
to.
Yeah. No, I'm standing behind the proven god of a warrior.
So remembering things is not an action. So I'm learning. Explaining things. So
Explaining things what? Sorry.
Explaining things are an action.
Ah.
But remembering things are not an action. So the first thing I'm going to do before anything is I'm going to attempt to understand the sounds, or I can certainly fucking see in this direction, anything of what is going on there.
And that would be perception, correct?
I mean,
Or
I'm
is that a
attempting to
history?
remember, so I guess
Okay, history then.
Is just
Okay.
yelling out the word troll an action?
You know.
yeah.
Yeah, that's an action.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
so
I just you can talk and do other
I
things.
thought talking was a free action.
Let's see.
Semantics, as he's figuring that out,
Yeah, just go on it.
you understand that what you are hearing is
Death.
active,
They just cut him
and
out.
that it is very angry and very hungry, and it's craving some human man flesh.
Oh,
And
thank God
gonna
I'm neither.
assume that there's nothing I think of doing about this besides just being like, fucking get the hell out of here.
You know that they are dumb and slow, but strong and fairly durable.
Okay. Real quickly, if you can say something in a gesture, it is not an action. But if it takes like more than a half a second, then
Okay.
it is.
Okay.
So a troll would be free. Yes.
Okay. I yell troll as I'm running. As I run past. As I move past. Verbal.
There's a troll in the dungeons.
Full on, back to the troll, sprinting troll.
Troll.
All right.
I'm gonna move up here,
Okay.
and because saying more than one word is an action, I won't say more than one. Instead, I will yell "troll" at Benil. I'm going to give him a tug, kind of with my arm, and kind of pull him out of
Not a what?
combat down the other hallway. See, and then I will cast heroism on him when I
As you grab him.
As I grab him, and yeah, so that just goes off. Something, and since I have a vocal component of my spell, we'll say, "This is not a place to die. Fall back." And hopefully, with the fact that I fucking yelled "troll," could have been fairly obvious. So you are heroismed.
Oh,
I'm gonna mark you or something like that. There we go. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You also can't be feared or charmed, in case that ever comes up. And
For how long?
I believe it's an hour, as long as I have concentration.
Ah,
a minute.
beautiful.
A minute, as long as I have concentration.
Okay.
And then I will use the rest of my movement. I use 10 here, 5, 10, 25 to move here, and then the final thing, doing a lot of shit on the turn, we're going to play the Cog song once again, but not for sleep, instead for glorious, glorious inspiration. Because I believe Sornume remembers the Cog Wars, and I
Yes.
believe that man needs to know what to fight for. Alright, and then that's it, and then I'll deal you a card.
Okay. So at
How-
this point, Eladin overheard your conversation overheard Troll from both Sornume and yourself, and he is going to position himself. He's going to push past you, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, or no, we'll do it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he is going to position himself in front of all of you,
Oops, my guy's moving around.
and he is going to shoot an arrow. Cave Troll.
Ooh, I have an idea.
He, however, misses,
Fuck.
and the arrow glances off of the scaly hide of the troll. Benil, what are you doing?
Well, now I cannot fall back because then the goblins fall in on everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Swing my fucking sword at the goblin.
Okay.
That is a 20.
Is that a
That's
crit
a
20?
that is a net.
No, it's a 15. It's a
No, it's a
why
15.
why is your
Okay.
stuff
It's a 15
green?
fight.
It's always
I don't
green.
know.
Oh my.
It makes no fucking sense.
I assume you're doing it at the goblin boss, correct?
Yeah, so fucking absolutely.
Okay. The man is... The goblin boss is just bleeding profusely. He's on his last legs.
God damn it, fucking die.
And now it is time for him to strike back at you.
Nope.
Jesus Christ.
Dings your armor again.
And dings your armor,
I just
glances
fucking
off
got this.
the swan of Dol Amroth,
Uh,
glaring in defiance in the torchlight.
Todd, I love that you have a high AC.
Me too.
What are you at 20 yet, or are you sitting around like 19?
I'm at 19.
Okay.
I'm just under 20. My
Yeah.
goal is to go above 20 with mithril armor.
Oh, we know what Ton's doing. All right, so
I wish I could use
goblin-
mithril armor.
The goblin beside him is going to attack.
I can make some
Once
armor out
again,
of this
his weapon literally being shoddy as fuck.
Ooh, that's a net.
Snaps.
That's a
Yes,
net
yeah.
crit.
It really is.
Ooh.
So the
Natural
spear that he is using
Critical
to
fail.
or sword that he's using to cut you with actually shatters off of your, and the man now literally has nothing but his hands to fight with, or the goblin has nothing to fight with.
For now.
I love this.
For now. You
All
just
right.
start. Please just start laughing. Just start laughing maniacally at them.
Oh, I'm fucking deadlocking
At this point-
eyes with all of them.
You hear more goblins scurrying down. Wait, what?
Oh no. I'm just gonna
Damn it.
show up on the stairs.
And these goblins now scurry down the wall. And there are more goblins that have appeared.
Let them come.
And they themselves are going to start moving in.
Did you take your health, by the way?
Oh no. Wait, who gets health?
Oh, that's
Todd.
right. I get temporary hit points.
Yeah,
Oh,
for sure. Heroism.
That's right. That's right. Okay. So
Every plus 5 every turn, right?
Turn.
I'm at
Yep.
9. I'm at
You
9
you need to get enough to be able to tank this troll for us.
Yeah, I need to make my way over there, but there's no one here to take over.
Well, we can bring him to you.
I'm not facing that way. It's a terrible idea.
So the Goblin Archer, once again, is going to fire his bow at you, Todd.
Please critical fail. Oh no.
Ooh.
I'm going to actually make a disadvantage, honestly, because he's firing through people. So let me roll that again. I should have done that the first time.
Well, I mean, you already failed.
Oh, and it's a fucking tale of two cities. Alright.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, does he hit the boss?
I hope he shoots his own.
And you know what he fucking does? He shoots the back of the head and fucking kills the boss.
Awesome.
That seems goblin-y.
That is very goblin-like.
I love
Shoots the
this.
goblin in the back of the head. The goblin boss in the back of the head, killing him.
Did the other? I just want to see everyone just stop what they're doing, just stare at him, like what the hell?
Bodies break against my.
No, the other goblins just don't care, and they just scurry over the top. They were more fearful of him now that he is dead. They believe that they can advance and be bosses themselves, except for the other boss that's up here and is still in fear. Oh, Jesus, God damn
That
it.
was
Alright.
beautiful.
The cave troll is now going to take a swing at Eladin. And Eladin nimbly dodges out of the way like a boss.
Good job.
2d6 plus 3. That's gonna hurt if that hits.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
It's a
Alright,
fucking
What's his club made out of? What can I see?
it's just a giant
Piece
hunk of wood. Just
Okay.
like a tree trunk. Burble is then
I'll
going
light
to move
up
up beside
fire.
Captain Eladin, Ranger Captain Eladin.
Oh,
And he is going to do his best to damage the beast. And I need to double check that stat line.
Okay.
Speed of 15.
In fact, it's not a 15. He just glances off the skin. Okay, Sornume, your go.
1 second. I'm in the middle of asking a private question.
Okay, while you're doing that, I gotta get some water. 2 seconds.
Well, okay.
Alright, well, while Nate's gone, metagame, maybe we fall back.
I'm thinking that.
No,
I've also got some cheeky things I'm gonna try if Nate allows it. So that's why I keep. That's why I keep asking. Yeah, well, that's why I keep asking what things are made out of. I'm channeling my. I'm trying to channel my inner wizard, my non-existent fireballs. So.
Well, fingers crossed.
I think I can hold this for a while. If I start to fall,
Look, dude, you've got Bardic Inspiration, you've got fucking Heroism, you've got fucking.
What does Bardic?
I'm sure.
What does Bardic Inspiration do again? I just don't.
Essentially, whenever you do anything, if you want to, before Nate tells you what happens, if you want to add an additional D6.
I think it's a D6.
Okay.
Yeah, currently it is a D6 to that roll, then you can do so. For example, so if you hit a 15, you know a 15 doesn't hit on the troll, but you can Bardic Inspiration and maybe get a, 21.
I'm not aiming for the troll. I'm aiming for what he holds.
Oh, I know, I'm just saying. So it's an attack roll or saving throw.
Awesome. Thank you, Nate. Okay. I'm going for his handle.
By the way.
Okay, Nate. I'm going to try to cast. I would like to cast this. Starting lighting.
Do a troll.
Yep. Lighting the club on fire where he hold on the handle.
Okay.
I didn't hear you, but thank you.
So whatever. Hopefully, it'll cause him to drop it.
very cold.
Okay, roll a d4 for me.
All right. Slash. Oh.
I could do it, but I'm eating pancake and bacon, so I'm making you do it.
2.
Okay.
It's right in the middle.
All right. The troll at this exact moment, noticing his hand is now on fire,
Yes, it worked. My inner wizard.
does in fact actually drop the club for the moment, and he will begin to start stomping on it to put the fire out.
Quick, while he's distracted, kill him.
Yeah, good luck with that. All right, Bomb Tombadil.
Well, he's been disarmed, so it's a little less damage, hopefully.
I'm going to. I mean, seeing these assessment.
Seeing the what?
Assessing the situation, I'm going to again attempt to convince everyone that we need to fucking fall back. And by doing so, I'll use my first of all bonus action to use my Mantle of Inspiration. Glowing and beautiful, I play some music. You're going to receive. So let's see, it's equal to that creature. Wait. No. I'm sorry. I'm looking at something wrong. Looking at Bardic Inspiration. We're using Mantle of Inspiration. Just blah, 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 blah. We're each going to get 5 temporary hit points, and you can immediately use your reaction to move your speed without provoking an attack of opportunity.
Is fighting retreat a thing?
You can disengage.
Oh.
And that's your action.
Disengage as your action means move your movement speed away from someone without provoking an attack of opportunity.
So we can all move now, right?
5 temporary hit points to all of us.
Yep.
Being me, you, and Neil.
You should probably give it to our other 2 guys as well. Or can you?
I can give it to any allies I want.
Probably the 2 guys next to the cave troll. Or whatever he is.
Tell you what. That sounds good. Me and the 2 guys next to the cave.
Oh, it's only up to 3 people?
It's up to my charisma modifier, which is currently 3.
No, that's what I was asking. How many you could do?
I'm okay with you not giving me the hit point.
Yeah, I mean
Same.
you'll be fine. I think that you'll be just fine. So you Nate can move these guys. I mean that's at your discretion.
We all can move now then, or do we have to wait till our...
It's the people that I gave it to. So.
Oh, yeah, duh. No, but in general, I'm asking too.
But then, yeah, they both also get +5 bonus hit points, so you want to make sure to mark that.
Okay, so Burble is going to retreat back, having heard what you've said. Eladin is going to slowly do a fighting retreat backwards to give Sornume time to get the fuck out of the way.
No opportunity, at least. I'm then going to make my movement here. I'm going to start fucking, I don't know, this is a crate or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to use my action to start picking up that shit. And I'm going to start moving it over here to this choke point.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Ooh, I have an idea with that.
I'm certainly trying. So you can go ahead and move that wherever you'd like. I'd like.
Okay. All right.
You are waiting to put it in the pathway, right?
I don't.
Okay.
I'm not planning.
I'll put it like right there for right now, so you can say that you've been moving it, and you're just giving them opportunity to
Get out of the way.
I yelled at them to. Oh, here. Let me even take it even a step further. Let me hold it. There we go. We're just gonna hold it.
All right. Yeah. There you go. All right.
Perfect. And then I will move myself backward, and it'll be lovely. Okay, and then that's my entire turn.
Okay. No, now it's Eladin's turn again. Shit. Okay. Eladin's going to move back here again slowly. He's going to peg the cave troll with his bow, missing, in fact.
Ooh.
Once again, the arrow dings off of the hide of the troll. That is going to be his turn because I cannot reveal his super broken bullshit.
Yeah. Well, you could, but
I could, but I'm not going to, because fuck you. Alright, your turn.
best reasons for a DM not to do something.
Benil.
Alright, well, I'm gonna wait for everyone to get past. I'm
Alright, you're gonna swing at this goblin right there? Okay,
Yep.
I'll make it happen, Captain. Oh, yeah. So, you
He's
smoke
dead.
this poor bastard.
Dead.
Jesus Christ.
Not dead, like, he's hurting.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
Is he missing a
into him.
limb?
No, he's missing his weapon, which now he's missing a limb. So he's just having a bad day.
He's having a rough time.
Yeah, he's just straight up not having a good time. Alright, the cave troll with his maul/club being on fire is taking time to try to put the fire out, as he is finding it harder to do because he is scared of fire. So he is daintily stomping on it,
Oh, thank God. That was a smart play.
taking its turn, in fact, to put out the club. This goblin archer is once again going to shoot Benil, and once again
Ding.
with disadvantage due to the fact that there are goblins nearby, and he's using a goblin bow, which is not known for its accuracy.
They both miss.
Yeah, they
Ding,
both
ding.
miss. Alright. They both ding off. This goblin, who has no weapon or anything, going to
No weapon, no arm.
try to claw at your face.
Oh, God.
That's not
Which he
terrifying
doesn't
at all.
Yeah.
He fails.
Did you take your health, by the way, Tom?
Oh, not for this turn. Not for this turn. Thank you.
I think this is the last time. Please. It's all
Yeah,
you.
no, I'll remember. I'll remember. I
This goblin-
was fucking with it earlier with the whole
Climbs
thing
over
we were doing.
the body of his boy, and he once again is going to try and attack you.
Nope.
But of course, Todd, the immovable fucking object,
You have an army? We have a Todd.
essentially, yes. His shoddy craftsmanship weapon, even with the +1 modifier, doesn't hit. Alright. More goblins, once again, are going to just keep funneling towards you. And, in fact, you hear other goblins beginning to come around the corners.
You think they just start trying to go around it the other way, but no.
Yeah, don't give me ideas. I've been thinking about it, and I've decided I shouldn't do it.
Yeah, they just see one human and think we can really take this guy, and it's not working out so far.
Well, to be fair, the only one that's died by their own hand.
At this point,
That's
all
true.
the area has been lit up, and nothing is hidden anymore, and you can fully see.
Oh, Christ, there's dwarves up there.
Those are actually dwarf bodies. Those are dead dwarves.
That looks like the kitchen. That looks like a kitchen.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, it is.
God.
As a result, more and more. What the hell? I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, more goblins just. That will be the end of the goblin turn.
Then it is
It is your turn.
Bourbon?
Oh, Burble. It's Burble's turn.
Burble.
He at this
Run.
point is just also using his. God damn it! I'm in the wrong fucking.
He's
tokens.
fleeing.
Why can't I? Oh, that's why. Stupid shit. He is going to take a note from Bombadil here, and he is also going to attempt to grab these, start collecting this wood.
I'm gonna reach out to give him a high five on the way back.
Good hustle.
Sarnume, your go.
Well, I am going to move. Let's see. Actually, I need to.
I don't know why everything got moved like down one, but
I need the
Yeah,
measure
it's kinda
make sure
weird.
to see how far I can actually do this. Okay.
fuck it.
I move back this way. Oh, first, yeah, no, I'm gonna move up this way.
Hey, baby.
Tell him move up here.
I
and
also give Sornume a high five as you come.
As I am for my action, I say, Once the wood's in place, I'll set it on fire so it'll keep the troll at bay. Keep the troll at bay.
Okay.
Alright, that's your go, Bomb.
I'm gonna go here.
Alright, Bomb Tombadil.
Stay on the map.
I'm going to yell out to... Wait, Benil, you here?
It's not his turn yet.
I know.
Oh, you mean...
Here, 'cause
That's
I
your
want to
action?
yell out to him.
IRL.
So I'll wait a second.
Flee! I think he got it from the computer.
Yep. Nope. Sorry, Sam.
I yell out to Benil.
All right, I'm here. What's going on?
The elf will jump the barrier. Fall back, you son of a...
The elf will jump the barrier. Sornum is already back there.
Elf.
The ranger. Okay. There you go.
Whatever
That's
he is.
He doesn't call me the elf, you remember, he calls me the demon.
It is not
true.
even your turn. Get the fuck out of here.
Then why are you calling to me?
Because that's my action, you son of a bitch.
Okay.
So is that your turn then, or are you doing anything else?
I don't know. I've got about a 30 trillion bonus. I'm gonna use vicious mockery.
On what?
The only thing I can see, of course, the troll.
Can you see
You can see, yeah, barely.
Barely.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, you can.
How does Vicious Mockery work against a really, really stupid individual?
Very effectively.
I simply,
Or they could be that stupid where it doesn't affect them at all.
I want to yell at him in common. I assume he doesn't speak English.
Right.
Didn't you read Druidcraft? It says.
Says what? I didn't hear you.
Druidcraft says harmless sensory effect. And so I'm going to yell at him and pray that he doesn't understand common. And
But it also, that's only
I
part
do
of
a
it.
wisdom saving throw, right?
no, I believe I click this button and see what happens. Mlop. That's what happens. Yes. Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Clayton, that's one of the effects. The other one is you instantly
I think it's a great idea.
light or snuff out a fire.
Oh, that succeeds.
Wow.
He resists my 1 point of damage.
-2.
Obviously, not understanding common has come in handy.
Alright. Eladin at this point also understands what's going on. He taps Benil on the shoulder, indicating
Time to
that he
move.
is the last one through. And he is going to hold this line until Benil can fall back, and he's going to shoot an arrow once again, with disadvantage this time around, because it's a hard shot.
Oh, there you go. Oh, god damn it.
Disadvantage. No, it doesn't matter anyway.
Oh.
He does hit, but it is a glancing blow.
Wow, to -2. What a wise fucking. Oh.
Yes.
See,
that's why.
this is what I was saying. He's too stupid to be hurt by it.
Okay, that will be Eladin's turn. Benil.
Okay. Time to go.
Okay.
I'm
Oh
assuming
man,
I
I
take
should have readied
attacks of
my
opportunity?
action. This was a terrible mistake. They do.
Alright, so it's going to be 2 of these.
Nope.
Nope. Alright, nothing if not consistent. Alright. Let's go fuck myself. Okay. Burbl's turn. He is going to grab the
Wouldn't it be the
Goblins.
goblins and the troll?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm fucking stupid.
I'm
The
good if you want to
troll
skip them. I'm good with it.
has now picked up the club, realizing in fact that just because it looks like fire does not hurt like fire, and he is going to.
It is fire though.
But it does not hurt like fire.
It's true.
And the other goblins are going to pursue. This one is going to come across Eladin here.
Is this body difficult terrain?
Yes.
Okay.
Excellent.
And he is going to attack Eladin. Oh, baby!
That one hits.
As Eladin turns around to come back at you, with his cloak gone, the goblin cuts him across the back, causing him a somewhat deep laceration.
6. You needed 30, you got 6.
Yes. This goblin with no arm is going to pick up the goblin boss's that's dead next to him's weapon, and he is going to then try to traverse but fall, causing even harder terrain for the other goblin. And some of them are going to start clambering over the bodies in a frenzy. And that one's going to sprint, and this one's going to sprint, and they're all just going to rush you. And that will be the goblin turn. Burble has now grabbed this other barrel / crate contraption. Oh god, what did I just do?
You got rid of the grid. You hid the grid, that's all. I actually cleaned it up quite nicely.
How do I do that? I have no idea. But undo. Nope.
You got rid of all the wood, though.
Oh yeah, you did get rid of.
And the dead dwarf, and the dwarven meat.
Wait, hold on. Layer map. There we go. Okay, alright. We're good.
Why is our wall teleporting?
Okay, now we're good. Alright, Burble's gonna grab this wood and he's gonna stack it up with him to get ready to move shit as needed. Alright, Sornume.
I'm going to ready myself for when the wood is in place.
Okay.
And what are you readying yourself to do?
Light it on fire.
You say that like a question, but like, you can do anything. Ready myself in the woods in place, and then master. Like, you could do whatever you want.
I'm readying myself to light the fire once the wood is in place to block.
I see. Perfect.
So it's your turn now, Clayton.
Yep.
Fetus deletus.
I assume this is going to be a vicious mockery?
No, I throw the wood.
Oh.
Wood.
On top of Eladin?
Probably at his feet, I'm guessing. Oh.
I like him to I think this man's gonna dexterity save. Oh yes.
Alright.
I'm gonna believe that he will succeed.
Well,
Let's see what the dice say.
one way to find out.
You just killed a man.
How do I do the...
Evil.
There we go.
You just killed a man.
Well, 6. 10's not bad. He could be fine. He could be not fine, but he could be fine.
He's going to, as the wood rings at him, due to both the slash on his back as well as him not thinking a crate was going to come flying at his face upon being turned around, he's then going to crash into Benil, causing them both to fall over.
Oh great, we're both prone.
Yep.
Yeah, he's
Pick
like
that up.
he like tumbled over you.
Neil, and I'm just gonna be like, pick that up, pick it up, pick your.
Vanille, just grab the wood and throw it. Throw it onto the pile. Don't get up yet.
All right, so now
health, by the way, Tom.
it's Eladin's turn.
It was my turn.
It's Eladin's
It's
turn.
Eladin's turn.
Yet. He is
Send
going to
it on
grab the
inside.
wood from Burble, and they are both going to chuck the remaining wood onto like the wood pile here. We're just going to double stack it like such. And then he is going to move into position here and ready himself.
Todd,
Or he's going to draw his sword.
I
Todd,
draw
what are
my
you doing?
bow.
Savlo.
There's not
Probably
much I
should.
can
You
do.
should probably use your action to stand up.
Oh yeah, stand up. Yes, of course, stand up. Thank you. So now that was half my move.
Don't forget your health.
I already did that. Thank you.
Oh.
I finally remembered.
Why?
It did help that he said that before your turn.
We've got to run.
Yeah, no, I got the other health. All right, I will say I'll take up the rear, and then I will ready my shield.
You're a true man of courage.
Lights the
I'm
wood
also
on.
the most equipped person to hold up the reef.
Gonna whisper in your ear. Don't let what those assholes say keep you down.
Who? Those really nice dwarves.
And continue to sprint out of.
As all of this has been happening slowly over the minutes, explosions from above, as well as more and more rustling, to the point where it feels like the cavern itself is collapsing on you.
Oh, we really need to go.
Certain versus unknown death. Expedite the process.
Well, I go now. That's the end of the turn order, right?
Well, you readied your action to burn it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Is it
burn
on
it.
fire?
Ready.
So
You have-
It's
the
on
wood's in
fire.
place.
just remember this last part. It's not a. This last part is actually is lighting a proper fire. So if something's touching it, it is being hurt by fire.
Fire.
What? I mean, the light.
You know you instantly light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire. So I'm lighting these
Right,
on
but
fire,
The first sentence is you create a tiny, harmless sensor.
and then it gives you direct descriptions of what it's talking about. It's a separate effect. There's multiple different effects that you can do.
Oh, I see. I'm so sorry.
So the trolls club was properly on fire, and these barrels are properly on fire.
Oh shit.
Well, sounds good to me. I think
if-
that was.
We have one round now to get out of here because that's as long as it lasts.
DM powers activate! At this point, all of a sudden, behind you, you hear more and more explosions
Time to run.
crashing and breaking
Going this
around
way.
you.
What are you doing? Move yourself back there.
I had a movement speed,
It's not
thank
your
you.
turn. It's not your turn.
It's not your turn.
And then all of
It
a
was.
sudden, the area
not.
in
That
which
was
you
your
came
reaction.
in is now blocked. by
Oh
rubble.
my fucking god. Well, we can no longer leave. It is certain death or certain death.
I ready my loot.
In my loot.
If ever there was a chokehold, we found it.
All right. Well,
Strategy from the -2 intelligence man here.
It was a good plan while it lasted.
all
Well,
right.
it's the goblin's turn, so.
Goblin's turn.
We're going to die.
They're both scared of fire, yet the pressing of bodies behind them is pushing them into the flame.
And the wall. Don't forget the wall.
To the front.
Also, there's
Yeah, and the
Todd.
So, at this point, these goblins slowly start pushing themselves through. The cave troll,
you
in
guys
fact,
that grenade that I've.
the cave troll, in fact, is so angry at the fire, it begins to club the goblins in front of him.
Yes, it's working.
Wow!
And he, in fact, just outright murders the armless goblin, who just happened to be the unfortunate one who crossed the troll's path.
Oh, thank God for the fire.
And more goblins begin to pile in. Alright, goblin turn.
Oh, the sensory effect
and I need
only
to
lasts for
do,
one round.
Yes, I'm
Is he
doing
in
it right now.
pain? Is he damaged? Or what's going on
Yeah,
with
no,
that guy
he's-
with the fire?
Yeah, he's taking 6 damage.
Ah, the fire's doing well.
Yes, indeed. Okay, well,
Time to.
Glad I built that bomb.
Burble here is going to kind of fall back and try to maneuver a little bit. He has no ranged weapon. A secondary line of defense.
Burble,
That
you were
man's
using a
really
fucking pistol.
What?
Do it, you piece of shit.
What's a pistol?
Pistols don't exist.
I'm talking out of my ass.
Alright, Sornume.
Let's see. I move here, and I draw my bow. I don't think I can actually attack because I had to draw my weapon.
Oh, yeah, I think drawing weapons bonus action.
Is it a bonus action? I thought it was an
Draw
action.
weapon 5e. This means you can draw or sheath a weapon for free as part of another action, but to do both in the same turn, you'll need to use an object or have a dual wielder. Ah, yep. Okay.
So,
No.
my turn is over then. I'm just gonna position myself out here. I don't know if I have. Okay, so
only
I
one
did put my bow.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Maybe you can. Hold on.
It's alright.
Uh,
DM powers activate. He can use the weapon.
Okay. DM allows it. That's all that matters.
yeah, you can.
Yep.
Consequently, you can draw your weapon as part of your attack or movement. But wait, did you have any other weapons drawn?
I never said I sheathed my sword, but
So then you have to. Then yes. Then no, you cannot do that.
Well, he can just drop it, right?
So you can sheath and fucking take something else out. But like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's what.
So yes, you can sheath sword.
So I sheathe the sword and draw the bow.
If you had nothing in your hand, draw your sword and attack. But like, because you have something in your hands, it requires more time. So you can sheath, draw bow. Unless Nate wants you to attack, in that case, whatever.
Does the DM want me?
Proper rules have been reached. Carry on as the Codex has written.
Okay, so Clayton, your turn.
Okay. I will ready an action to cast Sleep out here.
Okay.
If things start taking more damage.
Okay.
And then I will scamper on back.
Oh damn! I've got to move up just a little bit.
And that's me.
Okay. Eladin, now seeing a space where he can properly both shoot and fight, round and ready his bow, and he's going to fire into the corpse on the fire.
The corpse on the fire. Oh, is this guy
Or
dead?
the body on the fire. No, but
Oh.
he misses the arrow and does not hit.
That is unfortunate.
Well, if he misses with the arrow, there are other targets behind it.
Alright. As a bonus action, he's going to take his sword out and stick it in the ground next to him for quick and easy access when shit starts hitting the fan.
Good man.
Alright, that's Eladin's move. But Neil, what are you doing?
All right. Well, I'm gonna ready my action to attack a goblin when it comes up to me.
Okay. Alright, well, the goblin on fire continues to take.
Let me make my attack. That is a 23. I rolled a natural 18.
Holy. How much damage does it make? Yeah, alright. So this goblin has now been murdered by fire. He leapt at you thinking that he would catch you unawares, but little did he know that he was going to be bisected in half as if cut by some kind of weird saber made of light. And he is now increasing the burning pile. Now that the wood is starting to smolder, his corpse is now being lit alight instead. Another goblin being pushed forward by the massive bodies is going to push his way through.
Move him to the front.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
He also moved the fire from the first one.
Oh, did I?
I got you.
There
you go.
For the sake of argument, there's fire there. For the sake of argument, we know.
Well, it's all in the same spot anyway.
I'm just gonna. Don't mind me.
Oh, you're just changing the layers of them.
Shuffling it around.
Right, but then this man's gonna go on there. And so he is going to take not one, but two D6 fire damage.
Only getting 6 damage still. That's
Yes.
strangely impressive for 2d6.
He's going to keep pushing. Motherfucker. Hold on. I'm just going to do this. I gotta get him out of the way.
Let me just take a second and the one at the very top.
What I'm gonna do is just draw. I'm just gonna draw a circle around everything and just move everything to the front.
I just moved everything to the front. I just did
Oh,
it.
all right. Well, I just did it too. All right, cool. So.
Oh, right. Double down.
Boom, 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 boom. Alright, so this man's going to take.
Does this damage count as my trigger, by the way? Just out of curiosity.
Do you want it to count as your trigger?
I mean, I just say whenever these goblins.
So, yes. Yes, it would, in fact.
About that. Let me just triple check the range of this bad boy. 20 feet, eh? So 1 square back, so here. Yep. Here's what we're looking for. And I can see here, so it all works out. Technically.
So everything that's near us.
So I'm going to then, cast sleep. So pretty much everything that is here.
Right.
And we'll... 33.
Alright, nice.
So, this orc right here falls asleep. Where's the fucking.
We got orcs now.
Or goblin, god damn it. This goblin falls asleep here. And the other ones are unaffected.
Holy crap!
Even the one that I... Oh, actually, no.
Even the ones in the fire that are
Yeah, the
dying?
one that took
Oh, I
2
thought you didn't
D6.
count them. Okay, then.
No, it's everything that's in visible range.
Yeah, every single one.
Hold on, I gotta do some mathematics.
Because it's what, 20 feet from this guy, pretty much.
Okay, so just barely, yeah. So
it's
then the
here.
man in front of Benil here also falls asleep.
Perfect.
Excellent.
Sometimes you gotta fall asleep on the fire. I understand.
Yeah, he will be awake immediately upon his next turn. But he is
If I
now
don't eviscerate him first.
right. Okay,
Because I do believe I have advantage now.
I believe now it is the
Yes,
goblin.
yes, you do.
Or no,
This is a great fight.
Not
I am
goblin turn.
enjoying the shit out of this.
Burble once again is gonna keep rotating around with.
A sword.
Wait, sorry, real quick. You were on the goblin turn. You had not finished
Oh,
the goblin turn yet.
you are correct.
So, because I had my reaction on the goblin turn when things happen.
Okay.
So,
Oh yes, they're all
These
still
goblins are
moving
gonna
in.
keep pushing forward. The troll is going to start irking its way through.
Killing more goblins.
In this rage, he is going to attempt to grab the goblin asleep. Oh yeah, he has grabbed the goblin that's fallen asleep and is beginning to crush him
Oh, fuck.
that's what he gets for sleeping on the job.
for 8 damage.
I can just picture him in his like fucking foreman hat, just like, you piece of shit. We're killing right now. You need to be awake. We have things to do.
We are literally on the job.
And he will take 8 damage. Alright. And consequently, he is now awake because
He got grabbed.
he is frankly getting the wrong button, getting his life choked out of him.
Yeah. Would you like me to give him a little grapple emote while you continue?
Oh, I got that. That's not a problem. That will actually be my turn.
I wrote that one. That's a good one for grappled. Oh, no, this one's a better one for grappled.
Indeed. Okay,
Nice.
that is the goblin turn.
So
Take it away.
Oh, Burble. Once again,
It's
as I
like
said
you're
earlier,
waiting for us.
I'm
It's like
sorry.
we're waiting on you.
Burble now moves to the left of Benil and readies his shield beside him.
Yes, just like in training.
All right, Sornume, what are you doing?
Let's see. I'm going to try to shoot this guy here. Oh, let me.
The one who's asleep or the one behind the one that's asleep?
The one that's behind the guy that's asleep because he's probably standing above him.
I'm gonna guess you're probably getting disadvantage on that shot.
Yes,
Most
yes, you will
likely.
definitely be getting disadvantage on this shot.
Luckily, it's a short
yell
bow.
duck.
I still can, thank you.
Good, actually, it's free action.
It's
I-
a one-worded command.
Yes, it is. I yell duck and then I choose to fire.
But Neil obliges.
I yell duck and choose to fire. Short bow.
I also
Oh!
did, because it wasn't directed at
Oh!
in particular.
Damage. Oh,
For 8. Could have been worse. Could have been a lot better.
Could have been a lot better, but
Takes the arrow right to the chest, already on fire. Squirm and squeal. At this point, the amount of blood and just sheer smoke bodies on the flame is starting to die out. It is still enough to deter and damage, but it is not going to last much longer.
you need to start lighting more things on fire.
Yes.
I'm gonna move up here to the rubble, and I'm going to see how thick it is, and then if it... Well, I'm gonna start with using a see how thick it is kind of thing.
Investigation.
That's what she said.
Yes, how THI double T is this?
How thick are the rocks in front of me? Or whatever it is.
The rubble.
Wood, rubble.
Probably a mix of rock and wood. And probably some bodies too.
Investigation for me. Sorry.
Is it at the top of the stairs or the
This
bottom
would
of
be
the
a good
stairs?
investigation one, right? Yeah.
I mean, you take it how you take it, man. Most people, I think, could probably just be like, "Hey, look, there's like a giant fucking ton of boulders here."
All right.
Or
You recognize there is a giant ton of boulders here, and that you, using just your hands, are probably not going to get through it anytime soon. However, pickaxes, you probably
I'm going
get
to-
through it a lot faster.
immediately curse under my breath at King Belgar, who said, "Oh, no, don't worry. You don't need to bring a pickaxe. There's plenty of them everywhere. Presumably whatever that is."
That's actually a body supposed to be chained to a.
Oh, I
He got
see.
moved.
He's just...
Well, you
Yeah.
can use it. You can use them as a pickaxe. You got bones.
Here, let me, I can alt move him over there for you.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, I mean, that was my action, was standing. This
All
is,
right.
and then I'm just gonna yell out at the highest, you know, whatever. Boulder thick.
All right.
Hopefully
That means we
everyone
can't
can-
leave without pickaxes.
Fucking king, no, no.
Do I have anything I can do?
Eladin, at this point, seeing the goblin in front of him passed out,
I'm glad we
Throws his-
came down here without any miners.
Pokes him, and kills him.
throws his bow in like a flourish that is just seamless, that could only be achieved with years of training, onto his back, grabs his sword in the swinging motion, and impales the goblin that is in front of him, asleep upon the fire. And in fact, will miss.
Oh, wait, advantage.
Oh, you're right, because he's asleep.
There you go.
Yeah, the goblin is
Also
dead.
much better damage. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
the goblin be dead. He did.
Fuck all y'all
He's-
for not thinking sleep was the
sleeping.
most OP shit you've ever seen. Sleep has killed like 7 people on that.
He at this point exactly puts the sword literally right back where it was, and immediately pulls his bow back out and readies an arrow to fire. Because adrenaline's pumping, and he knows that he's got to actually and shit. All right, Benil. Benil. Hello.
Benil.
Todd.
Benil. Todd. Oh, his mic's muted.
Fuck, is it better now?
Yeah, I
Okay.
can hear you now. Your mic was muted.
Jesus. Okay, I was panicking. I'm just gonna hold the line and ready in action.
All right.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna body
Just
bag
gonna
it.
fucking... If it
Right.
ain't broke, don't fix it.
The goblin horde continues to push forward. This one walks right in front of you, through the fire and flame. Cue metal.
Damage?
21 to hit.
Question mark or no?
Yeah, I'm rolling for
Oh,
it as well.
gotcha.
So 12, 14 is 16. This goblin also falls to both the cut and slash and the flame, killing him as well.
Alright, let me just go ahead and...
At this point, just
We need
Don't
to.
break yourself on his shield!
Todd, did you get your health?
all right. This
Yes,
orc
I did.
This orc archer is going to then take a shot after he sees
More orcs?
Cutting low his buddy. God, fuck, thank you, Goblin. Fucking hell!
Orcs! Start screaming.
The Goblin bow, in fact, once again, just dings off the Dol Amroth plate.
Jesus Christ, you're at 65.
The Goblin boss.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
The remaining Goblin boss is gonna run up through the flame, taking the damage. Oh.
I mean, I don't know what
Okay.
round we're on. We should probably keep track of. I only get a.
You only get what?
I get a
Um,
max of like. How would you say it's a minute?
yeah.
And I get 5. Oh, it's 30. So I wouldn't have gotten any this
No,
round. So.
I mean, no. Each round is like
6 seconds.
Yeah,
so you
6
have
seconds.
10 rounds, which is 10
Oh.
full turns of everyone doing something.
I think
So
we're on
I
like
get-
turn 6.
I get up to 50 temporary hit points.
I think we're up to turn
Why
6.
is it up to 50?
Because if
I thought it was unlimited.
If we have 10 rounds, it would be 50 hit points max. that
Yeah,
I-
yes. In theory, exactly. You
Yeah.
He could just cast it on you again.
35 because I've
DM
taken
powers
1
activate.
damage.
It's been 6 turns.
Okay.
Yeah, so 35.
Sounds good. So
I
you have
would be
4
at 30.
more rounds.
So what's your total health points at then?
Heroism.
Wait,
I'm currently at 65.
I love it.
Okay,
Oh,
so the
Almost
Goblin boss.
though, the Bard, doing things.
The bard
The
is
Goblin boss seeing
keeping our tank alive.
how fucking incredibly durable this man of silver is going to instead attack Burble.
Don't you dare touch Burble. You
He's
want
going
to
to
know what,
attack Burble.
motherfucker? Lord
Get Bard,
Protector.
you son of a bitch.
Oh, Lord Protector. Well, it doesn't fucking matter. Because even with a +4, technically 5 goddamn mod.
I
Well-
think we've figured out our strategy for the.
Oh,
So
God.
prepare your
my.
campaign anus. Stack the health on Todd and put him in the middle of a corridor.
With
random
fire, with a wall of fire in front of him.
I mean, Todd, he has not decided to do things that could remove Todd from his corridor. To be fair, so it could be coming.
Yes, probably will be at some point.
Yeah, as soon as the troll makes the move,
Okay, so
Troll's
attacks
grappling.
intercepted. Nothing's
I
happened.
know.
The troll is now going to grab the bodies that are falling beneath him and throw them
He's-
into the
Really quick,
fire.
Well, he's still grabbing this guy.
Continuing his grapple.
Oh yes, he is. Thank you. I apologize.
He's angrily trying to kill this one goblin.
Hold on. Goblin might just be popping out.
So it says,
Nope, this goblin is not popping out. He takes another 8 damage.
The grapple continues.
Ah,
But he is then
Choking.
going to throw, after he squishes the goblin again, at the first fire here, scattering the wood and ashes and everything, putting out the flame for this first area. Leaving just embered boards.
is there enough to light another fire?
How is he?
Not enough to make
Is he damage on the?
Oh yeah, he's gonna take.
He's got impact damage and fire damage.
He's also got the fucking splinters and boards. I mean,
Yeah, he's taking a lot of damage. He should be taking a decent amount.
We'll just do this to make it average. Yep, he's dead. So when he is around between the flame, the fire, crushing, and the pudding, and the bread breaking against the rocks and shit, this man is about as dead as Bill Cosby's career.
I want to everyone to say I killed him, putting him to sleep.
I mean, you're technically not wrong.
Feels good, man.
All right.
I feel accomplished. I've helped kill a man with a
The go-
spell that's
remaining
supposed to be
goblins.
harmless.
Having seen this, are gonna get the fuck out of the troll's way and not go.
A wise decision.
And the turn is in fact ended. Burble is now going to attack back.
Get burped.
And the burb once again just can't hit a fucking thing.
It's that fucking frat boy. It's just all of his pickup lines are failing. Hey, baby, you
Start
want to
doing
get
what you
burned? Nah, apparently.
Let's see. Let's see. I need my range. Snap to center. I'm gonna cast Druidcraft again, and try to. If I remember, click the right thing. This guy is bow.
Okay.
So what would you like me to roll?
Give me. Quick here. Dragon crash, create tinily. You can just see flower blossoming.
Very last
Okay.
one.
Yeah. Okay.
Lighting a fire.
He is going to just take 1 damage from the fire activating. Like how?
I'm curious about the application, just because it specifically says candle.
Right. Well, you could say.
Technically, it'd be no different than the kindling in a campfire, or a torch.
I know. I'm just saying. Like,
I'm gonna go off the candle wick and say you lit the bowstring, and the bowstring snaps.
I mean, that
Better than what I was planning. I was trying to make him a target for the troll.
Well,
I like first better.
bowstring snapped.
Bowstring snaps, so he no longer has a bow. He now is rocking his fists.
And he has a troll to deal with.
He has a troll staring him in the face. Bomb Tombadil.
I feel
This
accomplished.
room searched like a madman to destroy the thick boulders for anything that might resemble a pickaxe, or I don't know, an industrial-sized mining drill. Whatever's the most convenient.
So at this point, as you begin your search, you realize the search,
Well,
and there is
you
nothing
cut
in this
out, I'm
exact.
sorry.
Oh, you realize from earlier when Sornume looked in fact, not a goddamn thing here but wood and dust in this exact room here.
All right. Well, that was what my that was my turn. So,
All right.
is there any way? There's nothing like. Well, I've already used my turn. So.
Yeah. Eladin is now going to put his bow away for a period of time and only use his long. And he is going to attack the boss. And he, in fact, hits the boss for 9 damage. Cuts through this man. Why is the damage not there?
It is there.
Took a total of...
Damage is 9. Hit is 21. Damage is 9.
No. I meant on the thing I was trying to click on. Because there's so many fucking bodies here. I'm trying to click on the right.
Oh, the right one.
So here we go. So it's going to be 9. Plus I already know damage.
Here, I got a plan.
Fuck it, I'm just going to say he's at 20.
Just move all the dead guys out of the way.
Counter to the side over here.
Right.
And we'll have our one body there. We have a body there, so we know there's a body there.
Okay, fair enough.
But,
Okay.
I'll create a body counter.
Okay. So, all right, that's turn. Benil, what are you doing?
Attacking the orc boss or
All
goblin
right.
boss.
You in fact do not connect.
First miss.
Body count 3. Dead center of the screen.
All right, the goblin is now the goblin boss. Seeing this is in fact going to attack you.
Me?
Yes, you.
He
And he's
misses.
still going to take. And he's going to take. Come on, roll the dice. 3 more damage. At this point, the flames are almost non-existent and are about to be snuffed through the blood of the blood and bodies.
It smells fucking awful in here.
Yes,
Alright.
but it did its job.
The goblin with a bow, now being a complete coward, is
Ooh,
going to run away.
attack of opportunity
away
for
from
the troll.
And yes, actually.
Oh God.
Oh, yes.
Everybody is the troll's enemy right now.
Yes, in fact, he does not give a shit. He, in fact, does hit and crushes the
Oh,
goblin
I just see like a
with a bow and hits him against the wall. The goblin is stunned and injured,
backhand.
but still alive. And he is going to move
That's-
in to prepare.
That is some good
To
broken
engage.
bones right there.
These other goblins are going to start scurrying up the
Up the
upon
wall?
Up the wall into the holes in the ceiling. through which they can scamper and squeeze through upon both the cave troll and the bloodied silver armored god of war that just does not seem to fucking die.
Well, at least now we only have one thing to fight. Have to fight.
Except for the drummer goblin. Continue his oh, wrong thing I wanted to delete, but fine, fair enough. He's going to continue his beats. Alright, that is the goblin turn.
Alright, Burble kicked this orc boss's ass. Goblin.
Yes. Yep, so you're doing it too. Burble, once again, fails to fucking hit.
Watching you.
Get burned.
The burb
It's
is
it's
just,
all charisma, nothing
he's
else.
body at this point. He's just a body. All right, sir.
Oh, he's trying.
I'm going
was here
to
for
cast
now.
Druidcraft one more time on the orcs. Not orcs. Damn it! Now you guys got me doing it.
Orcs.
The trolls club again.
Okay.
What would you like me to roll?
You're just using Druidcraft?
Yep.
Okay. I'm just gonna see.
Just happens, doesn't it?
I'm gonna. Well, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but
see.
because
I'm gonna roll a
I'm
wisdom saving
shooting a target.
because the troll may be stupid, but it's starting to learn. So we're gonna see if he falls for it or bites the
Well,
dust. Nope, he just falls forward and bites the dust.
Drops his club again.
I only had you do it earlier. Once again, 2 damage. Okay. His club has been dropped once again, and as he drops the club, he's just going to pick up one of the bodies. And use that as his weapon.
I'm gonna beat a motherfucker with a motherfucker. Oh, I love it. Well, that will be my turn.
Alright. Bomb.
I love it. Oh, I just got an idea.
This room seems like a room of no escape, but I did just.
Did just what?
You just what?
How tall are these walls?
10 feet.
Alright, well, and I guess I will not be climbing over these walls.
No, they're 10 feet high.
It looks like we are.
And
10 feet high with
Chase
the,
here.
with the ceiling. It's like, it's not 10 feet. And
Yeah.
then you can climb over it.
But there's like random holes that these guys.
like small crevices that goblins can.
I
They're
see.
small bodied and shit.
Yeah, plain and simple then. Go ahead and mock this guy as much as possible.
20 feet.
Mock. A wisdom-based saving throw, my good.
Alright. Oh.
Ah,
Nope!
0, you say?
Is this on the troll or on the...
Yeah, the troll.
Okay.
Alright, troll.
Takes 4 psychic
has
damage.
4
Disadvantage.
psychic damage and has disadvantage. Yeah. And I'm gonna chill. Obviously, that's what's gotta happen. Run to the bathroom.
Alright.
Are we just gonna wait?
I mean,
It's-
it's the end of his turn. Oh, it's my fucking Eladin's turn. I'm sorry. Eladin is going to... The goblin boss. Assuming my shit... Oh,
Yes.
yes. How many hit points does he have left? 30. Okay, the goblin boss is definitely just hurting. And he is on his last legs. The flame has officially been snuffed out. He is just standing upon a pile of his own dead. And that's Eladin's turn. Todd, take it away.
All right.
Just,
Swing my sword at the goblin boss. That's a 20
and
hit.
he's dead. Is that the
Yes.
damage underneath
Yes,
it?
he is. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the damage. Yes.
Oof.
The orc boss has now been slain.
I'm like the fucking Doom Slayer of this game.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
I fucking love it.
All right. The orc boss, or goblin boss, has been killed.
So we have a body count of 4.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know how the fuck you change.
That's okay. That's okay. We
Oh, wait,
can track
no,
it.
I remembered. Oh, wait.
Okay, I'm gonna be right back as well, since I
I'll
did
just-
my turn.
I'll just wait for them.
So how? Just out of curiosity, how tall is this now? This pile that's now in front of us.
It's about 4 feet high.
Damn, I was hoping it would be taller.
Yeah, it's about 4 feet high. Like, because the goblins aren't just like all perfectly stacked on each other.
Yeah, I know. I was just hoping for more of a difficulty for the troll to deal with.
No, they're small.
Yeah.
The goblins are small. No, if it was like
The Goblin
fucking
King.
Urukai and shit, like.
Yeah, I'm just glad this troll isn't one of those guys. Now, in the movie, was that a troll that came into the room with them, or?
Yeah.
Okay, it's been a while. It's been a long time since I've seen
Come
it.
on, Fellowship of the Ring, yeah?
Yeah, when they're
Yeah,
in
that's
Moria
a troll.
and.
Yeah, cave troll.
It's been a long time since I've seen this. I was going off
Oh,
memory.
yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I'm glad I thought about using that as a slightly offensive, but still not offensive spell.
Innovation's the way.
Yep. It's like I'm not attacking them. I'm just lighting things on fire around me. While you were gone before I asked that question, I was just like, I'm going to do my best to channel my inner mage, my
Yeah,
inner
do what you gotta do, man.
my inner fireball.
Right. If it works, it
Well,
works.
how are things going?
Well,
It's Goblin.
The goblins are dead.
The Goblin boss is dead. Todd smoked him.
And Troll is
Preparing his attack.
okay.
He's going to grapple Todd, but I want him to be here.
Oh, okay.
Did Todd get up and leap too?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Oh, there he is. I think.
Is he back?
I hear
Alright,
movement.
so
I don't know if that's him or not.
grapple.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
Yep, go
So,
ahead.
so you're making a special melee attack. Make multiple attacks, and the attack replaces one of them. It can be no more than one size larger than you. So you grapple check instead of an attack roll. So a strength test is contested by the target's strength or dexterity.
Yep.
If you succeed,
Okay.
then they're grappled.
Yep.
And then to escape, you must succeed a strength and dexterity check.
Yep.
Get contested by yours. You can move with him, but your speed is halved unless you are 2 or more sizes taller than the
Right.
thing you're grappling. But it does have disadvantage because it
Yes.
is an attack. So I will mark him with something. Let's see. What's a good thing
So
that shows
it's pretty
disadvantage?
much gonna be a D20.
I mean, whatever
there's
his
actually-
strength is.
Yeah. So that modifier.
Yep.
Okay.
Who's being grappled?
Oh, you're gonna be grappled, my friend.
Well, he's gonna try
Yes,
Yeah.
you can certainly try.
with
and
disadvantage
do
because
very
of
well.
how just terribly I laid into him with my mocking.
Alright, I'm back. What I miss?
12 for the first one.
What I miss?
I'm grappling.
Oh, you hit?
No, I'm grappling.
Thank God. Thank God I mocked this man. All right, now you have to beat it with either
It's a-
athletics or
I thought it was just strength.
You can choose.
Athletics or acrobatics is what you
All right.
choose.
I thought it was a strength saving throw to beat
And I'm
beat
sorry,
grappling.
I told you the wrong thing. Well, athletics is strength, acrobatics is dexterity.
Yeah, I'll
and
use
I told you the wrong
athletics
thing.
because I got a +3.
Nate, technically you rolled athletics
Fuck.
check for him.
Oh,
Wait! Bardic inspiration.
Okay.
well, you literally
You gotta
can't. At least a 2.
1d. It was a 6.
Yep, that's 1d6.
A 3.
Oof.
Don't say the bar didn't do jack shit in.
I have never said the bard has done jack shit.
That's all I wanna say.
You
All
both
right.
make it easier and difficult. Difficult
Well,
at the
that is
bar,
the-
slightly, but way good here.
That's the end of the goblin phase. Gone. All right. Burble. Well,
Oh, you said this fire was out, by the way.
Holy shit! Yeah, the fire's out. Burble didn't do much, but he actually
Finally hit.
made a connection for 3 damage.
Attaboy, Burble.
Woo!
He was saving it. He was saving it this whole time for the troll.
Yep.
Okay.
Sornume.
Well, he's got you right. Does he have Todd?
No,
No, he's
I'm
not
good.
grappled.
He was bardically inspired, and also the guy.
Expired.
No, I'm just trying to figure out what the symbol was for.
Oh no, that's
No. Oh,
heroism.
yeah. I meant on the troll. I wasn't sure what.
There's nothing on the troll.
There was.
No, it was he had disadvantage.
Oh.
and So
Oh,
it was
that's
just
what that was?
A reminder, and I took it off because now he doesn't.
Well, I've got. I yelled duck. Actually, I don't really
I
need
duck
to.
again because I'm concerned.
Wait,
This troll
how
is-
tall is the troll?
He's pretty much damn near touching the ceiling.
Okay, so I don't need to yell duck then? I can just
No.
shoot above everybody?
Just shoot up.
Okay, I aim for the troll's face. How about that? Let's make this easy. I aim for his face.
Alright. Yeah, you don't. You miss.
Can it please just bounce off his face? Because I just think that's gonna be funny.
Sure, if you aim right between his
Ting.
scaly.
Probably just gonna be probably just gonna piss him off even more than he is.
Pretty much. Alright, bomb.
I know what I'm doing next.
I think with a single target and with my bro here at a lot of hit points, I'm going to switch things for a second, and I'm going to cast. I'm going to take a little knife. I'm going to prick my finger. I'm going to lick it up, and then I'm going to cast Bane. I'm going to cast Bane on the troll.
Alright.
Trollbane?
And I'll go ahead and cast. Nope. Oh, that. Why did that send like part of my stuff, but not all of my stuff? Bane send? Ah, there it is. Weird. Alright, you have to beat a charisma saving throw. Team.
Oh, alright. What's his charisma? Oh!
Another three creatures
Oh.
that I can see.
Can't imagine he's too charismatic.
That'd be hilarious
Oh.
if he's the most charismatic troll we've ever met.
Well, he doesn't
Like I said,
exactly-
he is the most charismatic troll we've ever met.
Ridiculous.
Finger
He
pistol.
strikes a pose like Bobo.
Crazy shit. Alright, that took concentration.
Oh fuck! I don't have my temporary hit points anymore.
You don't fucking need
I
it the
think
way your
you've
goddamn
got-
No,
armor
you
is
keep
kicking in.
them.
You've
I keep
got
them?
enough.
I keep them.
No. What?
No, you have. He's saying you have enough hit points regardless.
I'm saying
Okay.
you have enough. Your hit points stay there. They're there for like fucking
Until
6
you
hours
take
or
a.
something.
I thought it was like until he rests or something.
I'll find out. But you still
Either way,
have
regardless.
you still have your temporary hit points.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yeah,
on turn
you
8,
still
so you
have
got
your
40.
temporary hit points.
You're not dying for a while.
Plenty.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm at 70, just so Bryce knows.
Fuck off.
Thank you.
I figured that
It's
was
more than the
enough.
troll.
Thought I'd make a shift to trying to make the. But apparently this akin to just natural 20 will do wonders for anyone's spirit. Man.
And Todd, if you take damage, just remember you subtract the temporary hit points first.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, it's Ellen's. I'm sorry. Ellen's next. He is going to use his longsword, and he is going to attack twice.
Okay,
My.
here you go. Unless a feature.
Oh my, that could have been a lot worse. 20 hit points on the troll.
I found the damage, or not damage, the information. Unless a feature that grants you temporary hit points has a duration, they last until they're depleted, or you finish a long rest.
Yep.
You have them for a while, Todd.
Okay.
You won't be dying. You shouldn't be dying anytime soon.
I believe it is your go there, Benil.
Oh,
Indeed.
did
Yeah,
Elandil
no,
go?
Elandil. Yeah,
Okay,
Eladin did attack twice, hit for 20 damage. The other one just been absolutely devastating.
Okay. Alright. Attack!
Way up here.
24 to
Goddamn.
hit.
and
Oh, I still
16
have Bardic
damage.
Inspiration I can use.
How do you like me now, troll?
The troll is now visibly wounded, though still angry and definitely able to fight back. He is going to attempt to attack you with his goblin flail.
I wonder
Yes.
how much
Oh!
damage would that? How much damage would that?
Really doesn't.
You hold up your shield to block the body.
It falls to pieces.
Crushes and splatters like a fucking grenade all over your shield and shatters into oblivion as you don't even move an inch.
Ah.
You immovable fucking object.
At least the troll's disarmed again. So.
Yes, he is in fact disarmed again.
So is the goblin.
Burble.
I was gonna say so is the goblin he just fell.
Burble once again misses.
Burble,
This man
come on,
can't roll
man.
over a 10. Alright.
Dude, we
Sort of
Can we
cracked
start
this.
using burbed as an adjective to mean garbage?
Really
Yes.
burping up
You
this-
really burbed that shit up.
Just start doing
I
it.
think it's.
It's Sornume's.
Oh,
Yep.
sorry.
No, saying.
Just start doing it, and it'll eventually catch on.
Yes.
I fire my bow again.
Okay, that
Right.
hits.
Awesome.
Alright.
5 to the face.
5 damage.
5 to the face.
Alright. Bomb.
Is the arrow sticking in him?
Yes.
Let's see how charismatic the man true.
Oh, alright.
And just out of curiosity, where is it in his body right now?
In his left arm.
Okay.
Once again, 13.
It's not gonna change much.
Oh, I didn't know if it did or not.
No, it's
No, it's just his charisma modifier. Plus 10. Right?
20.
it's gonna be another 20. It's gonna be another 20. I'm gonna strike another Bobo pose.
Oh!
-2.
The literal opposite end of the
He used up all of his charismatic
Natural
power.
to a natural fail. That man really burbed it up on that one.
Oh, man.
Cool.
Verbal
So
use
yeah,
the most important
whenever,
of the apparently.
yeah, exactly. So he gets a D4 subtraction from everything he's doing essentially.
Great.
Oh, thank God.
Great.
Yeah.
Attacks and saving throws.
Yeah.
Alright. Eladin's now going
Aggressive
to
metal
attack.
music starts.
Eladin's now once again going to attack twice.
Just in my head, I'm imagining Doom music.
Yeah.
He hits for 14 damage. So that puts him up to... Alright.
Uh,
I gotta check some stats here quick.
never.
Alright. The troll is just physically... Like, it is almost done. It's doing that... You guys have seen...
Oh, yeah.
It's all fucked up and shit. That's it right now.
Yeah.
And with a mighty blow that just... I imagine Benil looking up at him just straight up like Luke Skywalker's his sword, his head, and just pierces its skull, and the troll is dead. Ding dong, the troll is dead.
Oh, that.
Alright.
Satisfying.
Immediately after that, Eladin leaps over the corpse, fires, or I just killed him, because I frankly don't want to make a roll.
Who is he killing?
Dual fire. He's gonna kill the fucking the goblin over here.
The one that's on the drum?
The goblin drummer. Yeah.
The drummer and the.
The little drummer boy
Well,
that
not
really
with
couldn't
those
survive.
Not with those rolls. He's not.
Alrighty. Okay, you've officially cleared the room out.
I turn to Tom and I say, see, that wasn't so bad. And I'm just coated in fucking goblin.
That was both internal and external.
Your autistic screeching.
I'm going to climb over this massive fucking heap of bodies.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive actually.
Four goblin bodies and
And I'm gonna go talk to this goblin that is.
No,
he's dead. Oh god!
Yeah.
No, he one shot to each goblin that was there.
Yeah, they're dead. Yeah. Yeah, they're all dead.
I see. Well, I don't want to talk to that goblin thing.
Alright.
Well, I guess
Can I? I'd love to investigate
Jesus Christ! Look at those dwarves.
anything
can-
that we can find that
Okay,
deal with
so-
I'd like to search whatever this is.
goblin numbers
Yep.
or anything like that.
So, in the
So-
larder where you are, Clayton, you realize that the food here could feed dozens, if not hundreds, between both the dwarf bodies and the slabs of meat that are in front of you.
Strangely dwarven in size.
There's a lot of meat that could feed a fairly large force here, and that's just here. In some of the barrels, you find organs and other body parts just sitting there for storage. More food for goblins. You see knives and hammers and things of that nature, but I know what you're looking for is a pickaxe, and you do not find that in this room.
I'm glad that we separated ourselves from the badasses that kills people.
The badass that kills people.
He's just he's standing at the doorway.
Yes.
Oh.
Fucking.
Oh.
What's his face is not here. Carlton.
Carthian?
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, and we won't be seeing him for a while. It looks like.
Yeah, Carthian
Unless
is
we all-
busy making sure that more goblins don't come after you. So
Unless-
you have an
I don't
option,
think there'll
ladies
be
and
too much
gentlemen.
of an issue with that.
You can progress down further and attempt. Oh, in that crate, bodies and shitty body parts and shitty goblin cutlery and tools just scattered to the winds. Nothing that is worth.
Okay. I would also like to destroy these war drums.
Destroy what? Sorry.
The drums.
Okay, yeah, not a problem.
That way, no one else
Ding.
can come in and start playing them.
Ding dong, the drums are dead. Oh, that one just got double X'd. All right,
Wow, it is slightly brighter.
it is.
It is.
It's less see-through. But all right. So in this room is basically just food.
I guess we should continue going down this really creepy hallway.
That or we
Searching
can.
these bodies, nothing on them.
Nothing. It's literally not even clothes. It's just naked dwarf bodies that are being cut up and turned into jerky.
Good.
All right.
I vote we try to move the boulders.
We probably call it for a night because Nate needs to fucking sleep. I don't know how many fucking goblins got in, but it's probably more than one. Considering that last fight was like, I don't know, at least a couple minutes.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm down to just call it for the night if you guys.
Okay.
That.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, all right. That
We
means we're
doing-
gonna have an exciting time tomorrow or
Okay.
next.
Are we going to do
We'll have
experience
to-
for this one, or wait till it's all
due to
done?
the fact that combat is not technically, hold off on that.
If it's not,
okay.
if combat's not over, we have to just slowly move then.
I mean, we'll leave it as it is right now. I'll give you your experience. I have the calculator. Just-
Okay, no, I was just curious. I was just curious on that. That
Cool.
can wait. I was just wondering.
All right. Well, yeah, good session, guys. I think it was fun.
Yeah, that was great. Had a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to next week.
I'm looking
For sure,
forward to
dude.
implementing fucking armor piercing.
I don't think we should have armor piercing.
Yeah, I think it's fine without it.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good for you. DM powers activate. We're good.
You could just have like an
I don't
acid
think
moth.
You're going to need it. As long as I slap your ass, you're so like. I think regardless of what he does,
So,
probably still be a god.
before we go, can I look through and claim it and pick up any arrows I find?
Yeah, there'll be some arrows around.
Cool.
Roll investigation for me because you're looking for it.
It's in here somewhere. I know I get a minimum back, but rolled a 2.
Oof.
Got a
you
2.
You actually rolled a 1.
Rolled a 1, got a 2. But I know there's also a minimum that you get back from just because it's ammo, ammunition
You
you
find
shot.
the amount that you find. You just maintain
The fire?
the
Okay.
normal amount. Yeah.
I'm good with that. I'm perfectly okay with that.
All right, so we'll end it there. Pick it up next week. I may have to. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna.
How long does Bardic Inspiration last?
10 minutes.
Still, yeah.
Okay, so I won't have that much longer.
Next room.
No. Well, you might have it
That wasn't
and
even
then,
like, ended up a
Depend.
fight.
I don't know what's in the next room. Could literally be nothing. So like,
We'll find out. And with that, it's definitely not nothing. So I'll have it in the next combat.
all right. Well, I'll see you guys later then.
Yep.
Have a wonderful evening.
See you guys later.
Yep.
See ya.
If any of you want the recording, I will try to email it to you or
Cool.
send it to you.
Awesome.
That's not what I wanted. So I will stop recording.